Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Hey everybody, thank y'all so much for joining us. I'm Calvin, Sunshine Shoulders.
I'm John, Moonshine Shoulders.
Welcome. And we apologize for yesterday, but hell, John's so damn cheap, he won't upgrade to the damn 20 Mbps.
I plan on moving in about a month, and I will look at it, address that issue then.
Yeah, we're going to have an open discussion today. I was going to bring on Cal Dibman, but I think we'll wait for Tuesday for that, Cal. You ain't talking about nothing anyway. You get on here, all you want to do is cheese and smile the damn time. I ain't got time for that. We want to talk about some stuff. Hey, JH, we looked that up for you, John.
The dollar to peso is 50.06. So that's pretty good.
Yes, back over
50.
Back over 50. And let's see. Daryl Formore says that's why John is rich. He says he's being so cheap.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Wow. Well, let's see. Okay, the NTZ on here. We want to thank y'all for what you do, making this safe and respectable live stream. Thank you, guys. I see JH is on here. I see Ingram Davis is on here. As we got Wonders of Life, my own Boontalk. He said my own Boontalk, John.
My own Boontalk.
What you got first on your list, John?
Well, I mean, I went over everything I had for the week yesterday, but yesterday somebody asked me a question to talk about the bad things in the Philippines because, it's good. Calvin and I both, we talked about that. We could talk 4 hours about the good things of the Philippines, and we could also talk 1 hour about the bad things. But the few I got is the only thing that really bothers me, and it's getting better, is everything moves at a snail's pace here. I mean, especially if you get in with the paperwork boondoggle in the government. But other than that, I mean, do you have anything that bothers you more than that?
What said of the slow, methodical pace of this place?
Snail pace.
That's about it, man. If you can't handle the Philippines, by me being an American, it's such an easy transition over here. I mean, what I've got to put up with, John, the pros far outweigh
I agree with that.
the cons.
I agree with that.
You'll know in about 2 weeks whether or not you can stay over here or not.
Well, one thing I will add to that, if the heat's bothering you, you will acclimate to it. Ingram Davis told me it took him about 6 months. It took me about 2.5 years, but I'm dealing with that a lot better now.
Yeah, okay. Now, OSC Mont says, hey, Calvin, what do you think about guys getting married online to their women over here to get their bodies over here with the women they meet online? They haven't even touched them, don't even know if they're real. Well, we always talk about this. I think it's the guy that sent me the message, John. I was telling you about. This isn't earth-shattering news. We've already cautioned you. Cal Dibman
numerous
was the
times.
first one who even told me about getting married online. I'm like, man, if you get married online, first of all, the Philippines doesn't recognize it right now. All right? Neither does the United States. If you're going to be that stupid to get married online, then whatever it is that you got coming, you deserve it. Okay?
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's not something that somebody in their right state of mind would do. Imagine getting married, then you get over here and you don't like the place. Now you're stuck in a hapless marriage, and, Lord knows what's going to happen, Sean.
I mean, and I wouldn't meet somebody if you talk to them for a couple months and come over and get married right off the bat. I'd say get to know them at least a year.
Zorba Dundee says the grocery store will be a drag waiting out in line. Well, see, normally it would be. That's one of the things that you're going to have the patience of a saint under normal circumstances here, John. You're not gonna make it here. I don't care where you go. Pre-pandemic, you were in line in the Philippines. I don't care where it was.
For a long time.
For a long time, and you just got to get. The pharmacy was the first time in Cebu, and it was Gaisano Mall in the basement. We went to the pharmacy just to get. My head was hurt. Man, I stayed in line for 30 minutes,
Oh,
John, just to get a damn aspirin.
Gasano over there. I've waited an hour in line over there many times. Now, Calvin helped me out about 6 months ago. He said, remember, because I was whining about stuff like that. And he goes, remember, we're retired. We have nothing else to do. And I catch myself telling myself that about twice a day.
Terry Dell said, who came up with that idea? I guarantee you it was one of these damn dating sites because they're the ones that's going to be promoting it. They're going to get rich on it if it ever becomes, the norm. They're going to have a little, a little place where you can go on in their website and get married. I guarantee you, they're promoting all this foolishness because they get rich off us lonely fools over here, John.
Oh yeah.
A guy.
Well, we allow it to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we always want to blame the Filipino for our problem.
We do it.
You your worst enemy. She don't even have to ask you for money. You're gonna give it to them.
Yep.
If I guarantee you right now, half the people watching now, if you could get married to a Filipino and get over to the Philippines now, you would do it. And then you're going to blame the website. Yeah, Cal, we're going to wait till Tuesday to bring your dead ass on here, man. You boring anyway. You get on there, get to smiling and laughing. You ain't talking about nothing. What's your experience in the Philippines anyway?
Well, I'll tell you what. I've seen the picture of him and his wife. I'd be smiling too.
Yeah. But he's too sanitized. He knows that he come over. If he's had 7 relationships, John, he's got some stories to tell, but he don't want to share them with us.
Well, maybe he don't want to get in trouble.
Cal the preacher. That's crazy. Yeah, guys, do not get married online.
I wouldn't.
J.H. says the bad things: balut, tap water, dry fish smell, and small-chested ladies and big-chested men. Well, I can put up with all that. I don't eat balut.
Well, I can't.
And that tap water, Jay, that's the first lesson you learn over here. But hell, I learned that in Mexico.
Well, I learned it in Mexico, but I had to relearn it here.
Didn't.
I'm not always smart.
I did a video, man, months ago back in November, man. You seen that video. The water is green, guys. I promise you. It's green. It looks like this green. And you don't want to drink that. I don't know if they even have a cure for that, John.
I don't either. No, Booby got it from somewhere. It's probably the water.
Black says, hey, Calvin's Antron from Alaska. Summer has kept me busy from seeing a lot of your videos. Good to see the growth of your channel, man. Did Gail get her citizenship yet? Not yet. We sent off a letter, and I wish Gail would give me more letters to send off to this man. But no, it's sad to say we're this close. I mean, we're on the 1-inch line, man. It's 4th and goal. We're on the 1-inch line. Tim Gunlover says he loves the itty bitty titty committee, John. It really don't matter to me because, anything more than a mouthful is too much for me.
I agree.
Especially
when the 40s hit, they get sagging pretty bad.
What about now? Be honest, John. What about the woman we seen in McDonald's today?
Oh, I'll tell you what, she was very, very attractive. Actually, I saw 3 I thought were very attractive. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but this one was
very, very
this
attractive.
was a native Filipino. She was beautiful, man. And she was part of the itty bitty titty committee, but it didn't matter because she was like that. I mean, she was
She
fine.
looked good.
She was
She looked
fine.
good.
And she wasn't one of those, social climbers. You know what I'm saying? She was just a regular Filipino, man. But my God, she looked good. Thanks, Jade, for that super chat. He said Mexican tap water just builds character.
Not to me.
Wow.
Not to me.
Hey, Jerry McLeod. He said, hey, Sunshine and Moonshine, you guys are absolutely awesome. Take care from South Carolina.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Lee Heo says, I love any size boobs as long as they're attached to a female.
Yeah, really.
Well, yeah, me too.
Really.
What's Sam Champion's on here? What's going on? Sam, that's Christian Contreras, John.
Oh, there. It's good to hear from you, Christian.
Terry Deb says the Philippines is like a box of chocolates. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, this was one that, you know, you think you get used to it, but this one I couldn't take my eyes off her, man.
Philippines is like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get, but every piece tastes good.
Yeah. I couldn't take my eye off her, and I'm going to tell you something. If she'd have gave me one of them good hellos, John, I'd have put her on the side here. And I know my girlfriend's probably watching this. I don't care. I'll get in the doghouse for that. I'm just being honest.
Attractive.
I'm just being honest. To be honest with you. I'm being honest just to be honest with you, John.
There you go.
Johnny Abreu. He said, Cal, your home is coming out beautiful. Hope when I go there, I can do the same as you. God bless. Yeah, get in touch with Rock Engineering. If you're anywhere in the Visayas region, northern Mindanao, because somebody asked me, do you think he'd build in Toledo City, which is 45 minutes from here? I would say, yeah. You know,
that'd be fine. You're not that far from Bacolod if you need something.
Now, I don't know if he's got his license over there, but that's not that far. It's not like he laughed yesterday. He said, yeah, Cal, one of your subscribers contacted me from Manila. He said, that's too
a long way.
Yeah. Thomas King says, Mega Million and Powerball lottery are both over 4 million. Would you stay in the Philippines if you won? I don't even contemplate on that. See, I live in the real world, Thomas. Somebody's going to win, but, you know, yeah, I'd stay in the Philippines.
I probably would too. I like it here.
Yeah, I would. But, yeah. Does anybody else get mad at the damn lottery winner when you see them on TV? Besides me.
I actually worked with a guy in Ohio that hit for $7 million one time.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, there was a guy in Kentucky. Now, he was from a little town outside of Lexington. He hit that 100 million. He ended up with 40 million, and now he's in prison.
Oh, geez.
Got strung out on methamphetamine, sold everything, lost everything. Go on the internet if you don't believe me. Jeff Dingle says, but I've met my Filipino already. Where'd you meet her? Online? Because she's not yours already. Take that my and put, but I have met a Filipina already. Unless you met in person, you put hands on her, and you still can't be 100% sure.
But I wish you the best of luck. Sometimes the first one like that does work out. I've met guys here, the first one, everything was fine. So hopefully for you, it will be. Moonshine, where are you moving? I'm going to move up in this end of town, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Yeah, it says, when are you? He said, when are you moving, not where.
Well, I thought it was where and when. Maybe
I'll show you.
Why are you moving and where? Oh, okay. I'm going to move up in this area. My apartment.
Where are you moving? Yeah.
Up in this area where Calvin's at, Margarita. I'm just waiting for someplace to come open up here. The reason I'm moving, I lived in my apartment for 2.5 years. It was great. For a year and a half, I was the only one that lived there, but they lowered my rent 2 months ago, and I got a lot of neighbors now, and some of these apartments, 180 square feet, some of them got 6 and 7 people living in them now. And it's too much coming and going. The gate's always open. No security.
Yeah, Mark, he said that sort of money you can help many there. Absolutely. But then, yeah, you have to keep that on the down low, Mark. They found out you had that kind of money. They think we've got that kind of money when we get over anyway, John. They think we're mega millionaires.
Well, compared to the average, we are.
Yeah. What's so funny, Cal? Okay. Jeff Jingle says she was an OFW. I met my Filipino in another country, Cal.
Okay.
Oh, so you already met her. You've got hands on her, is what I'm saying. And, yeah, congratulations, brother, because you probably got a good one. Sam W. says, friend's mom won 15 mil 21 years ago and is broke after $3 million house. Wow. 08 market crash and opening a resort in a PI. She was from Angolese. Wow. 15 million pesos or $15 million?
But I've seen documentaries where like 9 out of 10 of the lottery winners end up broke.
AC King says, careful, Cal. You get to look around too much. Your lady may take that Sunshine Shores guest house, make it your permanent house. Yeah. But, there's nothing wrong with looking. If you over here, you going to look. Best you have a good pair of sunglasses if you with your girl.
That's why.
Right, John?
That's
because
why.
You're going to look.
That's why I wear this.
Yeah, and you're going to see.
Can't tell where my eyes are.
You're going to see some stuff, guys. Okay, Tom. I thought you was out of the. Tom Kelsey says 4 a.m. comes early. Blessings out. I thought you were out of the hamster wheel, Tom. I thought you was out off the hamster wheel. Michael Moran says hi from San Francisco. Man, these guys live in San Francisco. How can y'all afford that?
Well, it's one thing if you own a home there, you sell it, you can come here and be set for life.
Yeah. But that kind of goes into that. Okay, Colin B says, I've been with my girlfriend since 2015 and took a chance meeting her in person. It was weird because she was speechless at first because she never believed I would travel all the way there. Still going strong. Good. Yeah. Well, that's okay. Now, see, you bearing witness to what I tell guys all the time. No matter how much you talk to and serenade online, she doesn't believe you're ever coming here, John. That's why they talk to 3 or 4 of them. They increase their odds of somebody coming here. See, they don't believe it, man. They don't believe nothing you say because they know. Remember, only 8 million people came here. 1 million Americans, that's not a lot when you got 39 million going to Thailand, which is basically Philippines, with a better infrastructure. Well, what man goes to Thailand for the damn infrastructure, John?
Not me.
I don't. You don't come to the Philippines for the damn infrastructure. Quit with all that foolishness, guys. All that, but Thailand, the infrastructure's better. Who goes to those places for the damn infrastructure?
I would say the speaking of English by nearly everyone here would outweigh some infrastructure for me. But that's my
but
choice.
I'm saying, who knows? Who told you that the Philippines doesn't have a good infrastructure? I bet when you get over here, you be like, the hell with that infrastructure,
At least for the first couple months.
Yeah, you ain't gonna know the infrastructure. Yeah, you'll walk barefoot. You get with the right woman over here. Yeah.
Harold Teal says, many Americans don't have a passport. I said this, I believe yesterday. I'll say it one more time. A viewer of ours, James K., he emailed me and said, I just got my passport after waiting 6 months. So if you guys have any plans at all of coming here in the future, you don't have a passport, I would recommend you get on it now.
If you're coming to the Philippines, if you're going to Thailand because of their infrastructure, or you're coming to the Philippines because of their lack of infrastructure, you might as well stay home. You're not going to make it here.
And that's something else. One of Calvin's viewers a couple months ago said this, and I asked him if I could use it. He said, how happy an American will be in the Philippines depends on how high maintenance you are. And I thought that was a good one.
But see, this is true, Doug. This is beautiful. He said, I never hear anyone say, I saw the best sidewalks while on vacation. Yeah. See, that's always the argument, Doug. Oh, well, I said, because why would somebody, you're right over here with the Philippines and Thailand. I said, why does Thailand got 39 million? And they always bring up that infrastructure thing. It's like,
I don't know why either.
Yeah, I don't get it. Is that Doug Thompson? Is that our buddy from, what's the name of that place we ate at, John? I can't remember. I'm sorry, Doug.
Small Fries.
Small Fries. Is that you, Doug?
I didn't see. There he is.
He said internet infrastructure is pretty sad.
My internet's been giving me some fits for the last 6 months, but the first year and a half, I was bragging about it.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good here. But I was just saying, y'all got to come up with a better argument than that all Thailand has a better infrastructure, because I don't know anybody that's ever went to Thailand for their infrastructure, or didn't come to the Philippines because of their lack of an infrastructure, John. Come on. D. Gordon says, You are going for her infrastructure. Absolutely. Nobody give a damn. You know, I didn't even know what an infrastructure was, you know, till they start bringing that shit up, John.
You're killing me. That's good.
No, I'm serious. That's it. Okay, listen. I haven't, John. You said Bill Ellis says, have you ever rode the Manila Metro?
I haven't.
Neither.
I avoid Manila like the plague. I'm not comfortable in big cities, and I don't want no parts of it.
Yeah.
I had an 8-hour layover at Manila Airport. I wouldn't leave the airport.
And believe it or not, Manila's not the biggest city in the Philippines, but they've got the most people.
Okay.
That area, that geography of Manila is small. It was only designed for 800,000 people, but now they've got something like 13 million up there. So, yeah. He says, I love LaChan says the Philippines ain't Monaco. Yeah. And Monaco ain't the Philippines.
That's right.
Okay. Sam Chapter says, Calvin, the next ballot buy-in is coming your way soon. Most of the content is dedicated to you and your new house rather than the stuff I bought for you to help some of the squatters. Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, we still got ketchup in there. We ain't got much left, though. We got ketchup. You sent some, and I meant to make this already. I keep forgetting. I'm procrastinating, John. The cheesecake. You got 2 boxes of cheesecake. Oh, damn. That Louisiana tea is in there. But most of the stuff they've eaten, Cal, I promise you.
You're talking about ketchup. Now, they have banana ketchup here. I hate it. I think it's too sweet for me. It's made out of bananas and dyed red.
They love the hunts. He
sent some good stuff.
He sent 2. Well, he sent like 4. We gave 2 to Donna. We kept 2. Ours is gone because it takes so much. It? Oh my God, yeah.
My wife's family, I gave them some Heinz that I bought here. They didn't like it. Yeah, they like the banana ketchup.
He sent Hunt's. And anyway, he also, the Frank's, because it has more flavor. Their hot sauce over here is just hot.
I found one good one that was locally made here, but I think they went out of business because I can't find it now.
Terry Dip said, sidewalks, what's that? Yeah, we don't care nothing about that, Terry. You know that.
I will say one thing. If you're walking, and it's not just here in San Carlos, every city, watch your feet because they'll have drop-offs. There's water pipes you'll trip over. I mean, there's all kinds of dangers.
There's no lawsuits over here, John.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. In U.S., if you have a drop-off, you fall over, you sue the city. Here, if you go complain about that, they want to arrest you for being stupid.
Yeah. Oh, that is Doug. So, yeah.
Okay.
Doug's also my tennis buddy on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We get good exercise, man, out there. But if you come to the Philippines, you come anywhere near San Carlos, you got to go to Small Fries.
Oh, it's delicious.
It's for nothing else but the food. I put Mawani 1 and Small Fry 1A.
For Western style food, I go with Doug. I mean, he made us those nachos. I'm still having dreams about that. They were delicious. His buffalo wings, outstanding.
Yeah, it takes. Oh, okay, Tom Kelsey, cattle. Okay, takes a lot of his time. Yeah, he's like. Cal Dedman says, when they are trying to validate your visa, they can go to the extreme. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean is that the delay, Cal, or what? Yeah, guys, y'all better go ahead and apply for your passports now.
It's going to take 6 months.
Seth's Travel Vlogs is on her. Happy birthday, Seth.
Again.
She's had a birthday for a whole week. But that's how they do it over here in the Philippines.
I love it. Well, birthdays are bigger than Christmas and New Year's put together.
Yeah, Sam Champion said Calvin and John is on now the range war between Thailand and Philippines. Guys are now expressing lots of interest in Thailand because of that video with the Thai girls with all the enhancements. Yeah, that's right, Sam, the enhancements. I'll take the Philippines with the itty bitty titty committee and,
I will too.
And the small infrastructure.
I like small infrastructure.
Yeah. Oh, Wang Hung Lo says, I'm tired of waiting. Open the damn place up. Well, hell, go to Thailand and wait until the Philippines opens up.
You can do that.
They've got a nice infrastructure over there, John. If anybody really wants to know.
You're going to drive me to drinking, Calvin.
Yeah. E. Smokums, Johnny says, I appreciate a good infrastructure. Me too. It just depends on who has it, John.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want an old infrastructure. I like young infrastructure.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want a crumbling infrastructure.
Yeah. A cracked and okay. Jay Davis says, what? Do you know anyone that does a sugar mama situation and is successful? I don't, but not a foreigner, Jay. I do know, okay, where I was renting before I came here, John, the lady was 46 or 47, and she had a 17-year-old. She was sugar mama. There's plenty of sugar mamas in with the Philippines and Filipino and Filipina.
Well,
not too much foreigner.
In about 15 years, my wife will probably be a sugar mama to somebody.
Yeah, Timothy Bright says, hello, everyone. Thanks for that super chat. He said, the NTZ wakes me up and said I better log on. Cal and England are my big brothers. Scary brothers. How's it going, fam? Yeah. I've never, you don't see many young foreigners and older Filipinos, brother. Even though Simply Akers never answered my question, her and her husband look to be about the same age, John.
Oh, they probably are.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Tito Chai says Thailand's infrastructure doesn't have the integrity of the Filipinos.
I've never been to Thailand, so I can't really say.
Yeah, I can't really say.
I like it here. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I'll never know.
I won't either.
I never know, probably. I mean,
I may eventually go somewhere, but it won't be Thailand. I'd probably go to Peru or someplace.
Yeah, it's but I just thought I'd bring it up because that's a tired old argument, John.
Well, like I say, the people being fluent in English is a big plus for me here. How much English? Yeah, I'd like to know that too, AC King.
But they never talk about that. AC King said, how much English do they speak in Thailand? If you can't communicate to them, it's just going to be frustrating, especially if they are really hot looking. Because it's all a money thing. It's a money thing here too, but at least you can understand them,
yes.
AC. And that's the difference, see? Okay, Simply Aka said, what was your question, Cal? Are you and your husband the same age?
Well, and I see Ingram said, John, you need to visit
Malaysia
and where
and Thailand and Indonesia.
Yeah, maybe I will one day. We'll see. Like I say, I've always wanted to go to Peru and see Machu Picchu and chew on coca leaves.
But see, I tell John all the time, he's got so much of the Philippines he needs to see.
And
he hasn't been nowhere.
That's right.
Why would he go there? Which, yeah, that's good. But, man, there's so many places to see here. You got to see here first. Desert Rider said, I've been to both. I've been to Peru, too. Why does everyone want to make a contest out of it? They're all great places if you have the right attitude. If
that's
you got a bad attitude, stay at home.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we always want to argue. Some guys sending me, I told John the messages he sent me, they're all in capital letters. I'm like, come on, man, I'm on vacation. I don't want to argue with you.
He was on vacation from vacation. I love it.
Yeah, he's keep sending me these vlogs about, extending my stay here. I can overstay. It's a lot bit more complicated than that, guy.
I think it is too.
I just can't go there and say, okay, I'm up in December. Extend me for 6 more months. No, it's more than that. And everybody's saying something different. It's confusing. I'm not even going to ask immigration. I'm going to go.
They might not know.
I'm going to go. Not in Bacolod. They're not going to know. I'm not even going to waste my time. It only make me mad. So I sent an email to JC, the guy that he sent me. I sent them an email because I tell you guys, I don't use the agencies, not for K1 and CR1 and all that. But when something's like difficult like this and confusing like this, I would use them.
Well, and then
depending on how much they're going to cost.
And I mean, when they write the laws here, it's in lawyer talk. You can't understand what they're saying anyway.
Yeah, that's what's so crazy about it, John.
The U.S. same way.
They should have had. Hey, they should have had a government official come on and explain it
in plain English.
In plain English to laymen, and then be done with it. Instead of now, a week later, we're still bouncing it off each other. And
like I say, I doubt if the immigration people have any idea what's going on.
William Fouché says the Philippine infrastructure got me in the gym like an animal. Yeah, look at that. I like her infrastructure, John.
I saw a nice set of coconuts there.
Yeah.
I had somebody ask me yesterday if I'd ever tried Old Captain, and let me tell you, for $3.20 a bottle, this is outstanding. Is that
it, John?
Yeah, 5 year.
Philippines?
Yeah, that's made
imported.
Here. No, that's here. $3.20 a bottle, 80 proof, 5 years old. It's very smooth. Very good.
Now, that's the thing about the Philippines. They will do a knockoff in a minute, won't they, John? Now, what's the name of that rum?
Bacardi.
No, it's another rum with the pirate on the
Captain Morgan.
Yeah, see, that's all that trying to be.
Yeah, Old Captain.
Captain.
But now for you $3.20 a fifth, though, they also give you a glass that says Old Captain on it.
Free?
Yeah, with the bottle. I've got about 6 of them.
China's older vocal says it's better for you to visit the millions rather than the thousands. Lima, Peru has 12.1 million people. It's about like Manila.
Yeah.
He said, "Is that rum, John?"
Yes, it is, and it's very good. Aged 5 years is very good. I like it. Anyway.
Ludi Lynn Umala says, "Hello, sir."
Hello.
She must be from the Philippines. One of my Filipino subscribers. Hello. I like when the Filipinos get on here.
Oh,
like
I do
that.
too.
And simply, did you answer my question? Let's see. Michael says, "Here's the Kalufa."
Okay,
What you got, Jim?
Well, someone's asked me about right there. Hey, John, can you talk about your car purchase and do you have insurance on your Wego? Yes, I got 1 year insurance. Free, nothing's free, but yeah, I got 1 year insurance with it. I don't know how good that insurance is. I asked the sales lady, I said, so if I wreck this car, are you going to give me a new one? She goes, oh yeah. I said, well, what if I'm drunk and I run off the road and flip it over? You got to give me a new one? She goes, you got to speak to the insurance agent on that. But yeah, I got 1 year insurance on it, and I will look more into that when the year is up. Total price was $14,700, but I paid $78,000, like $1,500 on import tax. 3 months ago, they called us up and said they was going to give the import tax back, but I haven't seen it yet. So we'll see.
Yeah, see, that's what I told you.
Yeah.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch over here. Cal says, slow down, John. You're getting me woozy.
I only had one.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. John's fired up. He's fired it up already.
I do want to give a shout out while we're here.
Yeah.
I spent yesterday evening with one of Calvin's neighbors. He knows him, Bill and Genevieve Ledbetter, and he said he was going to watch. I don't see him on here, but I told him I'd give him a shout out. Shout out to you, Bill. Enjoyed yesterday weekends.
Yeah, Bill's
he's a good guy.
A good guy.
Genevieve, hell, she's gorgeous.
And he's got a good conversation. He talks about a lot of stuff. But people's asking me about homeowners insurance. That's why we have the blessing, the home blessing. That's our homeowners insurance over here. I don't know if they've got it. I'm pretty sure they do.
I tell you what, I go self-insured, but I have enough saved up to do that. I wouldn't buy house insurance here. You can build a house for $20,000. Well, as long as you got $20,000, you should be okay.
Yeah, you should be okay. Okay, he says he's planning on getting a tuk-tuk. Well, good luck.
I don't know what it is.
Is that 3-wheeler that they've got now? Remember the one I showed you?
Okay.
Well, Doug's got one. If you remember, it was sitting in there.
I tell you, if I lived in Dumaguete and you're just planning on being in a town, I'd buy one of those, basically a motorcycle with 3 wheels and some seating on it.
And a roof over top.
And a roof.
Of it. Yeah.
There is a foreigner here, him and his Panay, they live a couple streets over from you. They have an electric golf cart, and she took me a ride on it. I tell you what, that thing goes fast.
Yeah. Lynn San Diego says, hi, Calvin and John. Yeah, we want to get you on here, Lynn.
Yes, Lynn.
Quit being shy now. Cal says I'm gonna get me one. But by the time the Philippines opens up, Cal, you're gonna be dead.
I couldn't believe how fast that golf cart goes, but it wasn't like a golf cart. It was like a motorcycle in the back with the seating. But I mean, it probably went 30 miles an hour. Maybe
Yeah, see,
40.
I told you, Doug says I have one. It's worth it. Reliable. I saw it and I asked him, does it go pretty fast? They're real popular down in Mindanao. You see them all the time. You very seldom see them here.
So Doug, would you ride that into San Carlos and back? I mean, I know you got a truck.
Oh yeah, that's like a motorcycle. That's
It's probably fine.
But
Yeah,
would you ride it? Well, I've seen her sister rode her motorcycle to Bacala through the.
Oh, I believe that.
Through the
A lot of
mountain.
people do that. Bill and Jennifer's done that.
Hey, Ennis Montgomery, thanks for that super chat. He said, "Hey, big brother Calvin and Magnum John, Thailand and DM known for cheap plastic surgeries. The Philippines all natural. Keep making us proud. Rockford, Illinois. Yeah, I want the natural infrastructure, John."
Lynn San Diego says, "You guys make it look easy. Going live is not an easy thing. Not for the faint of heart." We appreciate that, Lynn. I'm a lot more comfortable now than what I used to be. I don't have to get so drunk.
Yeah.
I see Timothy Bright's on here. We missed you. Good
Seth Travel Blog said Bacala is so traffic. It is. Every time I went there, long before you even get into town,
it's horrible.
It stops you in your tracks.
Now, I got a car now. When I got a visa due, I may ride the bus because I don't want to drive in town there. I drove in Dumageddon, and it was horrible. Bacala's worse.
Are you?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh,
hey, are you looking for us? Laura, yeah, this is it.
Oh,
yeah, because we ran out of gasoil last night. Let me open this for him, John. Let me get this real quick.
You get that.
Okay. Hey, Papa Kiko, thanks for that super chat. Super sticker. Yeah, because. Yeah. Hey, can you put that on? Yeah. See, I don't fool with that stuff. Whenever they deliver it, I let them hook it up. I don't deal with that gas, man. That gas scares me. You know. Do you hook your own gas up, John? I don't.
I mean, I'd put the hose and everything on mine. I started out as an apprentice plumber, though, and I've always worked with my hands, so that kind of stuff don't bother me. I trust myself more than I trust other people to do.
Hey, what's going on, Freddie? Thanks for being so generous today. He said, "Going to bring my instruction package."
You need your infrastructure package.
Yeah. He says, Albert Johnson said, "Wow, Lynn is beautiful."
She is.
Yeah,
I agree.
She's tough too, Albert. She don't put up with a lot of stuff. But yeah, Freddie, man, we want you on here Tuesday if you can make it again, because you're funny, man. He's a good guy, Freddie.
That was good. That's a good one.
Yeah, but the guy stole my idea already. One of my Texas Tazoi told me that he was part of a panel on sexy something. The guy, when we did our panel, he was on here. The very next damn day, he goes and has his panel. Well, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Well, at least give us a shout out.
Really.
And say, hey, we got this idea. It was Lynn San Diego.
Her idea.
102. Yeah. It was her idea. That's why I'm trying to get her on here. I said, you can't have that idea and then not want to come on.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Salama.
I see Mark. There.
Mark Clausen.
And I agree. I bought a regulator at Ace Hardware when I took the regulator, because we got 5 different kind of regulators here. It depends on what company you're using. So I would recommend on your gas, go to your local store and say, what's the most popular you have? But the regulator I bought at Ace Hardware, when I took it down to my gas man, he goes, hey, it's up to you if you want to use that. He goes, it's not good. You don't want it. So I went ahead and got a better one. And but like I say, there's like 5 different regulators.
Fool. That's why I don't fool with them.
Well,
if I'm gonna pay the $800 and whatever it is, so you're gonna hook it up, because like he said, that gas in the kitchen is scary.
Well, but it has a smell. I mean, if you smell it, you know you got a leak.
Hey, MRC Hip Hop Promo. He's from my hometown, John. That's
All
why I
right, Louisville.
had to give him a shout out. Yeah. The Copycat Panel. Yeah. China's older Vulcan. Let's talk about him.
The Copycat Panel.
Yeah. Lynn San Diego too says I would have to take some shots like John for real.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was your idea. It was a great idea. It turned out good.
We would love to have you on here, Lynn. Everybody.
Yeah, we want to see who's over here on this side. Harold Till said, Calvin, do you plan a cookout when you move in your new house? Absolutely. And, we're going to invite as many locals that want to come, really, until all the food's gone.
Oh, my goodness. If you're going to invite all want to come, you better have about 10 pigs.
Well, no, until the food is gone.
Oh, okay. 5 minutes.
That's it.
5 minutes.
He said, do they have induction cooking tops there? Yeah, you got.
I don't know. I mean, you probably get off Lazada
somewhere. They don't have a whole lot of fancy stuff in St. Carlos.
No.
Somebody was asking me about something, and I was like, man, I'm in St. Carlos City. There's nothing like that.
Our
here.
choices are limited.
Yeah, Doug said imitation is flattering. It is, But yeah, we're trying to get Lynn on here.
Well, I need to apologize to Doug. I didn't know what your last name was. I mean, I've known you for quite a while. I don't know how I missed that part.
Jay. He's missing the J in front of that. It's J. Doug Thompson.
Oh, okay.
He's important. Yeah.
I tell you what, he has a nice resort out there. It's very nice.
Yes. He did it the right way. If you're going to do, when you think of living on an island and you go to his place, it's what comes to mind, right, John?
He's living the dream.
That's what I said.
He's living.
That's what it looks like.
Living the dream.
It's like, you come out and there's the ocean. But anybody that wants to, okay, Easy Go said, just take it easy on the old captain while hooking up the gas. They were talking about land prices here now. I found out something yesterday when I was over in Sapaway Island, which is like an 8-minute boat ride from here. Land over there is cheap. Now, if you want to live by the water, then there's going to be some, you got to sacrifice a lot living over there.
You would have to travel to San Carlos to get anything you wanted. I mean, you could probably go to the Sorry store and get a pack of crackers or a Red Horse. Yeah. That's about it.
But yeah, you got to come over here at least once a week, probably.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it's not that far. But okay, prime real estate there is, according to the guy we was talking to, 1,500 pesos per square meter. He said if you go like in the regular off the beaten path, it's as low as 500 pesos.
$10 a square meter.
Yeah, it's like you buy your 100 square meter lot, build your little cubo on there. You have a little beach house, man.
I would, and something else. You might get a lot more brownouts there. I don't know. You might.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably do. Now we had good Wi-Fi connection over there.
Better than mine here.
Yeah. He says, hey, Calvin, have you been to anybody's house and they actually have a microwave? That's one thing I don't see in anybody's blogs, a place that has a microwave, except they're in a condo. Yeah, you're right. It has to be a condo. We've got a toaster in here, and I love it.
I'm pretty sure Bill and Jennifer got a microwave. I've seen a couple other people have microwaves. I mean, you can buy them. They're here.
Yeah, I've got a toaster, and I love it. Sam Champion said, Calvin, you're right. That propane is scary because it's inside the house, which would be an OSHA and city fire marshal violation. It's in our house in Batangas as well, not going on when I come back. No, mine is actually in, we got like a little dirty kitchen back here.
Oh,
it's outside.
You got it outside? Mine is
outside of my back door.
Mine is in.
But it might as well be. I mean, hell, if that thing blew up, But technically it's outside in a vented area, and it's going to be outside in the house. But yeah, it's outside, Cal.
And you can always you can pipe it in or anything you want and put your tank outside.
J.A. said this weekend should be full of news for you idiots. What are you talking about?
Well, I know I'm an idiot, but what's the news?
That's a compliment to me, John.
Yeah, me too.
I got a promotion. Peter Anthony says, oh crap, it's John again. He reminds me of a you-know-what. How the heck did he get to the Philippines? He reminds me of a former co-worker, Brown Nose.
Paul Brown
Is he
nosy.
drunk again?
Not yet, but I'm
Peace
planning
out.
on it.
Yeah. Remember, he's on permanent vacation.
That's right.
Mark Richards, yeah, you can always hire someone to hook it up outside and run the line inside
You
so
can
at least
do
the
that.
tank. Yeah, it's outside in my house. You know,
Mine is inside, but yeah, you can put it outside.
now in my other house, it was. And that was crazy. Green Dreams, this is funny. He said online divorce the following month too. Yeah. No one talks about that.
Yeah.
But guys,
Well,
I'm gonna say it again. Don't get married online under no circumstance.
But they'll probably have online marriage counseling first before the divorce.
Yeah, of course. Especially if you got kids. You know, see, in the state of Kentucky where I'm from, you can't just get a divorce if you got children. You got to take a course, actually. 8 hours, it's an all-day course, John.
Ohio was the same way when I got divorced there.
Oh, okay. J8 says, Cal, that was toward the September 18th idiots. What is September 18th?
I don't know what it is.
What is that, September 18th? I don't know what that is. See, we're over here. We're out of the cycle, John, right?
Yeah.
He said, what airlines did you use, John?
You know, I don't remember. I think it's Philippine Airlines.
I
think it
used
was.
Cathay Pacific. And if they're still flying from the States, so they cut off a lot of their routes from the States to over here. They're giving free COVID insurance included with their tickets, guys. So that's something that you may want to look into.
And Calvin, I'm sure he'll agree with this. If you're going to get a ticket over here, plan it out far in advance. The prices are a lot lower.
I did it 2 months in advance.
I did one a week in advance before Christmas, and my round trip was like $4,000. So you want to do earlier is better.
Yeah, I bought my ticket for December 5th, but I bought it. I
2 months
purchased
early?
it October 5th, and believe it or not, John, I got one of the lowest prices I've ever gotten, less than $600 round trip.
Oh, hell, you can't bitch about that. That's good.
Oh, okay, Jay. He said they're going back to the capital. If they go back this time, well, that's foolish. I'm way over here.
Yeah, that don't affect either one of us.
That's crazy. But yeah, I had Cathay Pacific. Not only was it the cheapest flight, but it was the smoothest flight. I promise you, and this never happened to me before. From Chicago all the way to Hong Kong, that's almost 15 hours. The fasten seatbelt sign did not come on, only to take off and only to land the whole trip.
Maybe I was just lucky. I made 6 flights here and back, and I never had a bad one. Maybe I was just lucky.
Terry Dale said, who has the best domestic flights? I never get it right there. I would say if you want price and availability, and, I would say Cebu Pacific, even though they only have like an 80% on-time percentage. But they go to more places, and it's cheaper. And one thing I like about the Philippines, you can purchase your ticket up to 4 hours before you leave.
And can you buy it at the airport?
Yeah, you can buy it at the airport still. China Zolavokin said, yeah, that 600 round trip means more trips.
Yes,
yeah, it
absolutely.
does. And if you buy it in advance, guys, that's the thing. See, a lot of us, we're
spur of the moment.
Yeah, we're spur of the moment.
Living for the minute.
We can't make a decision and stick with it, John. That's a sign of failure. Because I'm coming up with a video, the 33 reasons expats fail. It's really comical, really, but one of them is you can't make you slow to make a decision, and then you won't keep it. You break it. Oh, I'm going, John. Then 2 weeks before, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
You quick to change your mind. Oh, yeah, that's just foolishness. Yeah. Kona Ranger said more propaganda. Nicki Minaj is
I don't know Nicki Minaj.
is running for president. Yeah. She said something about, they spreading all that foolishness over there about the vaccines, man. And that's one thing that, see, America, we lead the world in ignorance right now.
Well,
that's about it. She says you take it, it's impotence, and your nuts are gonna swell up and all that food.
Mine's fine. What
and
about
knowing
yours?
good and well that she's probably already taken the vaccine already. There's so much hypocrites over there, John.
I say mine seemed to be fine.
Yeah, some guy says, man, you took that. He says, you're not gonna be able to perform. Yeah, well, ask her. She'll tell you. It's true.
Timothy Brake got one here. If I have a condo, can I have a deep fryer and all that? You can do pretty much whatever you want.
Yeah, but you know, every condo is gonna have rules.
Well,
Everyone over here,
them,
over here. Well, they'll enforce the one where you better pay that monthly condo fee.
Oh yeah.
That's why that lawyer ended up getting
that.
killed over here.
It comes to that.
Yeah, Brian Nichols. He said Nicki Minaj. Really? Yeah, it's really. I told you I read some headlines from the United States the other day, and I was like, "Is this news over there now?" Kareem Abdul-Jabbar isn't what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar thinks about LeBron James passing him on the all-time list. Like, really? Who gives a damn? Grumpy Dude Brian says, when I flew pre-COVID, I used United or PAL. But when routes return, you can try using websites like Kayak or Cheapo Air and look for low price, but also look at the number of stops and hours in flight.
Yes.
I bought my plane ticket on Cheapo Air. It was the first time I ever did it. Now, I forgot to tell y'all, I did have to purchase my seat separately too. I forgot. But I bought 3 seats for me, my wife, and my son together. It was $49. Okay. Hey, Will Rose, thanks for that super sticker. We really appreciate you, brother. Yeah, but that's what it was like. That's the only problem I had with Cheapo Air. I had to buy my seat separate.
Extra.
John. Yeah.
And that's something, inter island travel here, you can get a ticket for like $40, but they'll charge like $50 for each bag too. So that's kind of some things to look out for.
Well, is it over a certain? Because you get very little luggage here.
If you're going, I was looking at a flight from Butuan City to Manila, and like I say, the ticket was cheap, $30 or $40, but for every bag they charged you $50 US. I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, now when I used to fly, if you go on Cebu Pacific's website, which is where I always get my tickets, I never get them in person. I did that one time, and it'll show you. They'll give you like 3 different prices. One is just carry on only. One is your luggage, and then one is luggage and food.
Oh,
okay. But you only get like 15 kilos. And that's not a lot, guys. So when you get there, and if you're over, they're gonna charge you a lot. And then you got it. You see it all the time in the airports here.
People throwing shit away.
Are they taking it out of the luggage, putting it in their carry-on?
Or throwing it? I've seen people throw stuff away.
You're gonna see all kind of stuff over here. Wong Hun Lo said personal item is free. Yeah. A purse or your damn wallet, And
you can take a backpack.
Yeah, but I'm saying, the carry-on is 7 kilos. That's not a lot, guys.
Derek.
Well, he said, Derek, he says, but God may have a nice resort, but there's only one Magnum John in
Derek.
Yeah, backpack. Yeah, you're right, Wong Hun Lo. But it's been so long since I've flown over here, John.
Been almost 3 years for me, too.
It's been almost 3 years for me. I don't fly over here because, I hate to say this, guys, but, these places like this, it's almost like in Malaysia and Indonesia, all them planes going down. It's due to happen over here, man. That's why I don't get on them over here, man. I'm sorry to say that, guys. He said 21.8 thousand thumbs up, guys. Don't wait to the end. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Hey, Simply Acker said, Timothy, glad to see you here and stay safe, my friend. It's been a while. Okay, Simply, answer our question. You're on the hot seat. are you and your husband about the same age? And I noticed he's got a accent.
Oh, really?
Is he from Africa, Haiti, or somewhere like that? Jamaica? Okay, let's see.
Kona.
Says best coffee shop in Cebu. Wifey sister runs it. In Nemo, okay. Stop by next time in Cebu, better than Starbucks.
I'm not a fan of Starbucks, but
Me
that's
either. It's just
overpriced.
yes, it's an overpriced. It's like a what you call it, a status thing
Yes.
here.
For
But
the
they got
yuppies,
bowls here. Have you ever had bowls? It's everywhere. I mean, remember, there's a lot of copycats over here.
yes, there are.
The big thing now in the Philippines pre-pandemic was coffee shops. John,
Yes. Well, we got
opening up.
a bunch. You
Got a bunch here.
drive to Don Salvador, it's probably 20.
No green dreams, any legal ganja there. No. Nope. It's the Philippines. You smoke a joint here, it
No
might
good.
cost you your life.
It could even be worse, though. You could go to one of their jails. I think I'd take the bullet first.
Smoky Mountain said, just saw on Geo's channel today at Kona Ranger. Looks like a sweet place. Okay, Nemo's, yeah. See, that's one thing that he's got over me. If I was, remember I told y'all my favorite place is Cebu, because it's just so many places in Cebu you can go. You can stay on Cebu Island and don't go anywhere else. And I mean, he's got to run the place over there.
Cebu's nice.
Believe it or not. Chuck Thompson says, have you tried Starbucks on Sapaway?
Do they have one there?
Okay.
He's being serious. He knows he's over there. I never saw one there.
I answered already, Cal. My husband's Haitian. Okay, moved to the United States for 2010. I'm 30. He's 33. Yeah, I knew y'all looked about the same.
Close.
So yeah, there's no Starbucks over there. You know, as a matter of fact, Doug, we didn't have coffee, and they didn't have it at Monica's place either. So the lady went out and bought us coffee. She bought me back that brown coffee, the 3-in-1 brown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Hell,
I didn't like it.
It tastes like a milkshake.
Yeah. Hey, Arvo Hedrick, thanks for that super chat. He says, for your information, I booked my flight August via Momondo. One-way American. Wow, 2,200 business. Oh, okay.
Oh, business. Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. He said drawback was a one-night layover in
Dallas
Fort Worth. But yeah, hell, you doing it big, Arvo Hedrick. He's flying business class. I've only flown to the Philippines twice. It was either, I don't know what they call it on Delta, business class or first class, but they bumped me up because I had so many miles. I told you, in 11 months, guys, I went from being a regular flyer to a silver medallion. I flew so much over here. Ma'am? Fish? Wait, let me see. Let me check, guys. We got some fish.
Mind if I put them on?
No.
Okay.
Remember, John, we got Delta bourbon.
Well, you got a point. So we just had a beautiful young lady and probably her grandmother stop here selling fish, and that's very common here. Sometimes there'll be people walking down the street selling brooms, sometimes pillows, sometimes rocking chairs. I mean, you name it. So Calvin's going in to see if his wife wants any fish. They love their fish here. I saw Doug talk about Starbucks. I figured he wanted Tim Hortons.
Ooh, I smell it. That's you. Because you've already got fish in there. We've already bought it. Yeah, fish vendor.
Like I say, now, do they walk up here like selling brooms once in a while?
Everything, yeah.
Pillows, chairs.
Everything. Fish break. Thank you. He said, Mark Claus, said, San Miguel Pilsen, 37 pesos, 7-Eleven, cold and delicious. That's cheap.
It's
not more expensive now, though.
Yeah, That's about what it was when I first came here in 2018.
It's like 55
right now.
now.
It's about 50 or 55, depending on
55
where
pesos,
you get it.
yeah,
That's for the
yeah.
small bottle.
Yeah.
120 pesos for a liter. I bought one yesterday.
Well, Javier Luzon, Arvo Hedrick, he's married to a Filipino. So he probably has a special visa or something.
John, watching you too much chatterbait is affecting your internet. I'm not sure what chatterbait is. There probably is. Like I say, I'm going to be moving in about a month. I'll do something different then.
Where'd you see that?
Like the one hung low.
Oh,
I don't know what chatterbait is.
Oh, I don't either. It's affecting you. I guess
Hey, it might be.
I don't know. Is he talking about?
Maybe too many people on it or something. It may be.
Hey, Mike, Charles, Mike, thanks for the super chat. It says I've been talking to two young Nicaraguan girls lately. They say I'm going the wrong place. They don't mind sharing. I will find the truth October 13th. Oh, okay.
Good luck to you, Travel Mike.
Yeah, good
See
luck.
how that works out for you.
What's the name of those? The Contras over there? Are they still
Contras,
wearing
yeah,
up
I bet
over
they
there,
are. I
Mike?
bet they
Be
are.
careful, man, over there.
Just remember, it seems too good to be true.
But I'm
It
joking.
is.
But I'm joking. Really, I'm not gonna say that.
No, be careful. I would say that.
I love
Moonshine,
LaShawn said
Moonshine.
anything like jailbait.
Uh,
Oh, okay. LOL. Porn cam Moonshine. That's what that means.
hell, I
See,
don't
we're
know.
old, John.
I
We
know.
don't know that
I'm
stuff.
out of the loop. I'm an old man.
J.A. said, yeah, that means porn.
Oh, okay. Well, you never know.
Okay.
Chatterbait's
Okay.
porn site.
Arvo Hedrick, 13A says he has a 13A visa. He's married to a Filipino foreign spouse. Yeah. So that's a permanent residency, right? Arvo Hedrick. Smoky Mountain Mala says the Contras have gone corporate, Calvin. Yeah.
Well, if they have, there's another group of rebels that's going to be fighting
I'm
against
pretty
them.
sure,
I mean, that's been going on for a long time.
You see what the Taliban's over there. I've never had a problem with the Taliban. I've never seen them in the hood. That's for sure.
I've had a problem with them either.
I've never had a problem with the Taliban. But they tell you that we should fear them, John. They live even further away than here.
And I see Anwar Kente, WTF. What does John need with that? With a woman like he's got? I agree. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't watch porn.
I don't. Yeah. You don't. That's one.
I say it jokingly.
But listen, that's one habit you will break once you get over.
Yeah. I mean,
I
the
promise
real
you
thing's
that.
a lot better than that.
Yeah. You get the porn of sex every night.
Yeah.
So why you need those sites? Simply Aka says he has a strong accent. English is his fourth language. We are still learning some new words when we have a chance. I think Tagalog will be his fifth soon because he's learning faster than expected. Yeah. And we're the only ones Americans that we only know one damn language.
Well,
and we don't speak that well.
My wife speaks 4. Your wife probably speaks 3 or 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Charles Mike says dangerous in the Philippines if you don't know where to go and not what to do. I guess you're right, but hell, there's very few places over here, man. Do they speak English in Nicaragua? What do they speak over there? Spanish or something? Yeah.
And I tell you, I lived in Mexico for 3 months before I came here. I had 2 Mexican girlfriends. One of them spoke no English. I don't speak no Spanish. I got to the point where I could write it, but we use my phone. It's a real pain in the ass. AC
King says, as a test, I posted a non-paying profile on several dating sites just to see what interest I'd get. I consistently get more positive feedback from the ladies of the Philippines. Yeah, well, they know the game. You know, they're online dating specialists. And, yeah, they're going to get you with that Filipino makeover, AC King. You're going to look a lot younger and you're going to be handsome than you are. And, yeah, come on over here. And
I mean, it's great here. But I went to Canelon, about a week ago. They don't see many foreigners there. I got the super rock star treatment. I had so many hellos, you wouldn't believe it. It was great.
This is a fact. If you're watching porn cam in the Philippines, you have a problem.
I agree. So you're watching that C. Brown?
Yeah, you got a problem.
I agree.
Green Dream says, you look too mean, Cal, for the Taliban. No, I'm just saying, they tell me, we need to be aware of the Taliban. I've never seen one in the hood. That's a fact. Yeah. Yeah, you got a problem, homeboy, if you watching that stuff over here.
I
When
agree.
you got the real deal right there. I mean, Pornhub ain't got nothing. But I'm going to tell you something. Y'all be shocked to know the biggest audience is Filipinos
Really?
on Pornhub.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Look it up.
I believe you. I did.
They watch it more than anybody else, you know.
But the Filipino men don't get the action we get. I mean,
yeah,
it's true.
Yeah. They watch it more than us and see. But I tell you why they watch it a lot of times, to learn.
Oh, yeah.
My son's mother, when we were together, and you know, I wanted to do certain things, right? She went on there and learned. She went on there. I'm shocked. He said, "OG Moonshine is a beast." OSC Mont says, "Hey, Calvin, do you think it's easy to lose weight in the Philippines?" It is. It was for me because a lot of the comfort foods you can't get over here. The sun beating down on you all the time. You're gonna sweat.
Your appetite isn't as big, but I actually put on some weight during the lockdown. I'm starting to lose some of it now.
Yeah.
Well, Calvin, what you said you lost 30 pounds. I put on about 20. That was my own fault.
Yeah. But it was 30 pounds I had gained from being in the U.S. Yeah. I just lost it back. Is really what happened. But yeah, you don't need a porno site over here.
Well, and as far as gaining the weight, I still eat a lot of Western food. It's fattening.
Arvo Hedrick said, "Brothers, I get the rockstar treatment everywhere in the PI. It's all in how you carry yourself from the moment I landed in the ear." It's true.
What about Dumagetti? You do not get it there. I was there not too long ago, and there's so many foreigners there. You're not a big deal there.
But every place nice else looking women.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you can still talk to them. Yeah, no problem.
But
it's not what we get here in San Carlos. Southern Lady. Oh my goodness, did I get it there?
You get it here in San Carlos?
Yeah, you get it in San Carlos. No problem.
He says, William Fouché says, "Drink the tap water. Weight falls off." LOL. No, joke. Don't drink the water.
Don't drink it.
He says, Grumpy Dude Brand says, "Every Filipino I know uses Encyclopedia Pornhub." Absolutely. It's true. Harold Till says, "Are we close to Davao?" No. We're in Western Visayas. That's Southern Mindanao. But remember, anywhere in the Philippines, you're only maybe an hour away on a plane.
Yeah. What I looked up, the Philippines, all the islands and the water is about the same size and the same width across as California. But that being said, there's 170 different languages in a place the size of California.
That's right. Yeah. William Fouché said, "You call them widowmakers, Cal. No need for external stimulation." Yeah, they are. See, if you don't come over here, I'm doing a video. It's called "The Conversation Every Expat Should Have Before He Comes to the Philippines." And, one of them is to talk to your doctor. You better, make sure you're healthy enough to come over here, guys. Trust you.
And get at least 3 months of prescriptions before you come over. You might have a hard time finding some.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what you mean by this, China, because a lot of times he's over my head, John. He says, "Didn't need online dating for 600 round trip, Qatar Air and a 1 month visa in the Philippines, just like 3X. What's he saying?
Well, I don't know, but I'm thinking he's saying I don't need online dating. I spent $600 for a ticket and got here and got everything you would. And actually, coming over here, you're going to get a lot more for your money than what you are on any dating site, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I hear old Captain calling again.
Yeah. Zorba Dundee says, "Where's the best area of San Carlos City?" You mean the most expensive place to live would probably be South Villa, wouldn't it?
Or San Julio.
Yeah.
Nice houses there.
But South Villa, because when you go there, they like, you got to spend X amount of millions of pesos just to build a house over there. You can't just build. I couldn't have built my 1 million peso house over there.
Wasn't that where Dirty Puppy's family lived? But now they live up here by you.
He lives right around the corner from
Now
me.
this margarita's nice up here. And San Julio's nice.
Dana Jones said use the VA. No, I don't. I'm not on any prescriptions. But from what I was told, it has to be service related.
That's what I was told too. I don't know either.
And then they've got a foreign medical program. Is that what they call it? You have to sign up with that too, Dana Jones, not just the VA. And it's the VA here's outpatient clinic.
Now the as far as the drugs you can't get here, nitroglycerin, I can't find it here.
Bryant Bond says it's crazy because when I first went to Asia, they catered to me and said sorry for not speaking English. Part of my American ego was like, yeah, but when I learned I don't speak your language, it's all good.
When I have Filipinos apologize to me for the English, I said, it's my fault. I'm in your country. I can't speak
That's
your
right.
language.
That's
I said, it's not your fault.
Now, this is true. Lynn said, but don't bring large quantities of narcotics, even if prescribed, because the airport personnel will probably confiscate. Filipinos that work the desk will find any excuse to ruin your day.
You know, maybe I was lucky once again. I brought Vicodin with me and everything else. I never had any problems. Nobody ever even searched. The only time I ever got searched was going back to the U.S. in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Homeland Security got me there.
You know, over here.
Yeah, there is a chance.
Lynn knows they're strict over here
Yeah,
on anything.
They are.
Pre-pandemic, if you stayed here for 36 months, you did your immigration run. It better be 24 hours that you stayed outside the country, then come back. Not 23 hours and 59 minutes. They will not let you in.
Now, what I read on Google as far as bringing prescription narcotics here, you have to bring a copy of your prescription. If you go to your drugstore and want a copy of your prescription, they got a problem with that. But I got that. You also have to have a letter from your doctor saying why you got all this. And I got all of that, but I never had anybody look at it.
Haitian Gunman says, gentlemen, what's up? Do you know Simply Acus's husband?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Well, I saw one there about, where's that, Cebu? OSC Mont. Hey, Kelvin, is there any places that you can live that are close to the mall over there, like condos, houses? That'd be cool, or just walk where I wanted to go. My apartment is about a 4-minute walk from City Mall. Calvin, right here to go to Gasana, or that may be 15-minute walk. It wouldn't be very long.
But I think he's talking about
Cebu or one of them places.
One place like that. Yeah, absolutely. But it's going to cost you more. Okay, Simply, thank you. Send me your email because I'll send you the link Tuesday. And then, if you decide to come on, just come on a little early. But yeah, OSC might, anywhere, anything you can do in America, you can do over here. It may just cost you a little bit.
Except for smoke weed.
I mean, as far as, places to go.
Oh, yeah.
You want a nightlife, you like whatever. You can do it over here. It may cost you a little bit more in Expat Alley than it will in San Carlos, but the rent is going to be cheap no matter wherever you go. But depending on what area of the place you're going to live. Now, if you live in San Carlos and you move to South Villa, it's going to cost you more.
But if you're coming to San Carlos for nightlife, you'll be disappointed. I think.
You're going to be disappointed.
Actually, I think you'd be disappointed with the nightlife in Dumaguete. I may be wrong, but I think you'd be disappointed.
Well, Dumaguete's got those bars. When people get drunk, the last time I was in Dumaguete pre-pandemic, me and her were there. They had a live band, man, and they were cooking, man. They played really, really good. And it's right there on the boulevard. I mean,
boulevard's pretty nice.
If I was drinking, I would have been over shaking it up. But I don't drink. Hey, Terry Barbie says, I'm loving the show. This is the guy that's been to jail. He's been shot. How many times? Stabbed? How many times?
I've never been shot. I've been threatened a few times.
Have you been stabbed?
I've never been stabbed.
He's been shot, stabbed, went to jail.
I've been in jail.
And he's still, he's still alive.
Roy Bellamy, maybe we open up a nightlife in San Carlos. I don't think you get that much business.
Well, I don't think you want to do that anyway, because now you're going to, the syndicate.
You don't want no businesses here. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And
that's a fact. A. Peterson said, great live streams. I think Moonshine likes his vices.
Actually, I do.
That's
I mean, I worked 3 jobs for 40 years, and I didn't have time for any vices other than smoking once in a while. And I'm enjoying myself now. I'm retired.
Yeah, AC King says, I like my nightlife in the bedroom. Yeah, it's plenty.
Oh, you can get that in St. Carlos.
Yeah.
Booby.
Now this, she wants to come outside. Hope the Philippines opens up by December because my lease is up in January. Trying to make that move. I've been shot. LOL. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough one.
I hope but
we're damn near in October already.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I don't know.
Me either. Okay, Zorba Dundee says have a nice weekend time for his gardening. What time is it there, Zorba Dundee?
Yeah, where's he at?
He's in Australia.
Oh, okay. Oh, Zorba Dundee. I should have picked up on that one.
Yeah, this guy's from my hometown. He says the war zone here like Chicago now.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
Yeah.
Louisville's a great town. I met my second wife there. I don't hold that against Louisville at all, but I know Louisville.
Hey, Haitian Gunman, thanks for that super chase that split half with John.
Thank you, buddy.
We always do.
That. We always do.
Whatever we get. Thank you so much, brother. We really, really appreciate it. Let me find that so I can get it off of here. What was you going to say about that, John?
I can't remember what we were talking about. I guess so.
Chicago. He says.
Like Louisville. It was a great time. I met my second wife there. I was working in Bardstown. I lived in Shepherdsville, and Louisville's a great town.
But it's bad now.
That's what I'm hearing, man. That hurts me. I mean, I don't live there, but I don't like it.
Well, you know, people are getting shot and killed over the stupidest stuff. I don't understand it.
I do like it. Grater's ice cream, I'll tell you that. My goodness.
He says, if you want to do nothing but enjoy nightlife in the Philippines, you would be best staying in Angeles City, Boracay, or BGC in Manila.
Probably right.
Cebu, Mango Square, different places like that. IT Park in Cebu, you know. I tell you, this is a secret I'm giving you guys, some inside information. If you go into Cebu, go to the Robinson and went this circle. You can get babes, boobs, and bombshells. They'll come up to you and ask you. But, you know, there's a price attached to it.
Yeah, the price attached
and then you got guys even selling fake Viagra. Get you a couple of them, John.
No, I don't need any. I'm still recovering from the Tennessee tuxedo.
Yeah. Dana Jones said, does the Philippines cover the riots in Thailand because they're still closed?
I haven't seen any news on that.
I haven't seen anything on that either. But remember, I very seldom do I read the news over there. I read the news for here, though.
Saying I don't even do that. I don't have a TV. I gave it up in 2018. Never been happier.
Chris Gowan said, I never heard if your new neighbor ended up moving his fence line back off your side. No. And the engineer said he's not going to worry about it. First, he said he may need it. But then he said, no, we don't need it. It's probably about 8 to 12 inches. My life's worth more than that.
Yeah.
Because trust me, they're petty over here, guys. If you don't hear nothing else I say, they're petty over here. They'll kill you for stuff like that. I mean, less than that.
True story. I'll answer this one. MRC, where do you go? What's a good beer there? San Miguel. They make many different kind of beers. They go to very strong, which is Red Horse, like 7% would be a malt liquor in the U.S. They have their flagship, which is San Miguel Pale Pilsner. It's good. They have light beers that are good, better than Bud Light. They have a wide array of beers.
The Barbers, which this is Terry Barber, they're looking for people to work where he works. He works in a chemical plant, and I think it's $19 an hour, he said, but they're getting ready to cut his hours because they don't have enough people. Now let's see what this guy says. Now here he comes, generalizing everybody. John, let's get him upside the head. He said most expats in the Philippines don't have the confidence to survive in Latin countries. Maybe you could, Cal. Yeah, you may have something there, but I don't know.
If
I think most expats in Latin countries don't have the confidence to survive in the Philippines.
you may be right. And it
I don't
depends
know
on
how
where
to
you're
go.
at in the Philippines. If you're in a province, it's a lot different than if you're
Yeah, it's a
in
lot.
a major city.
There's a real Philippines over here that most of y'all don't ever see. I mean, it's really out there in the wilderness, like John, right?
Yes, it would be like the U.S. was in probably rural America in the 20s or even earlier.
Yeah, it's some unbelievable living situations here that you couldn't wrap your mind around.
I mean, dirt floors in houses, not uncommon.
Yeah,
Drinking water from a river. My wife drank water out of the river.
taking a bath in a river.
Yeah,
Everything.
everything.
That was one of the problems with the. Remember, I told y'all guys the province woman that was stalking me. She was a beautiful woman, man, but her skin was kind of, and I was like, "What's wrong with your skin?" She said, "That's from the chemicals in the river. We take that, she took a bath in the river every day, and it kind of, gave her skin like this rough, But man, you talking about she was a beautiful woman, had a beautiful shape.
So did she ever get over you, or is she still stalking you?
If I go to let me show you something.
Well,
I'm gonna just show you.
After you had the cow, do you blame her?
Maybe she sent me one because she will do this from time
Keep
to
sending
time.
friend requests.
No, it goes straight to my spam. I see. No, because I'd already got rid of all of them. No.
Okay. Now somebody got a question here. Green Dreams. What's the patio story? I'm not sure what he's talking about there.
Yeah, I don't know something that either. Yeah, but she had that skin. I mean, it was rough, and I couldn't get past that. When you touch
Or at least you couldn't get past it more than once.
Yeah. I couldn't get it past more than once.
John
lizard skin and yummy. He said. Now she had. She was a beautiful province girl, man, but I just couldn't get past that skin, man. Real nice.
OSC Mont. He's talking about the heat here. Give yourself some time, but if you still like everything here, but you don't want the heat, go to the mountains. It's about 5 degrees cooler. 5 degrees don't sound like a whole lot, but it makes a big difference here.
But he said the damn heat even at 2:30. That's not the case here.
Yeah,
At about five,
it starts cooling
5
down.
and 5:30, it cools down. The weather here is about as perfect from at about 5:30 all the way to the morning as it's going to
But
get.
sometimes 7 o'clock, it's 90 degrees.
It is.
Yeah,
it's going to get you. Look at it now.
That's hot. Now I'm sweating.
Yeah,
Just drink a lot of water.
Gary Courtney said, "Travel Mike, check out Old Dog New Trick channel. He has an American that lives in there.
He knows him.
But see, that's who Travel Mike is already conversing with. That's why he's going over
And
there.
Old Dog got him on after Calvin started having me on. So Dean is Old Dog's John.
Well, he wanted to be on my channel, but I didn't want that type of content. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but he's deep into this.
Him.
I'm in the Philippines. He's deep into that type of.
Yeah.
I kind of straddle the fence sometimes with some of my subjects, but not like that. I could get in trouble in the Philippines talking about the stuff he talks about. I can't do that.
Well, Cebu City probably retains a lot of heat from all the concrete. I'm sure it does. I'm sure that's a valid point.
Yeah. Travel Mike says, I know him. And Gary.
I knew he knew him.
Yeah. Cheetah Cha says, Cal, you must have been playing some Barry White. She couldn't get enough. She's still after you. Well, they already have plans for you guys. When you meet these women online and you finally make it over here, John will tell you, man, they have plans for you in the future. You just don't know it.
And not just them, their families have plans for you.
Yeah, they got plans for you. And see,
the golden goose.
I messed up the plan, and she was hiding me.
Brian, dude, what do you think about safety deposit boxes in the Philippines? I don't even know if they have them. I don't even know if they have them at our bank.
Yeah, they got them, but man, come on. Look, a foreigner got killed in Dumaguete, remember?
I remember that.
He went to
got like $1 million
some
pesos
money,
or something.
and guess what? The lady in the bank told her boyfriend, the boyfriend killed him, man. You got to be real careful about stuff like that over here, guys. You don't want to show anything like that.
Barber's saying he hasn't had a red horse in about 4 months because of the pandemic. He can't get it shipped to him. Well, I'll be honest with you. Go get a Colt 45 malt liquor. They taste about the same to me.
Arthur Hedrick makes a great point. He says, I'm having to bite my tongue about American expats not being able to make it, considering I've lived all over South America, Middle East, Yemen, South and Africa, Somalia, Sudan. Well, actually, Yemen is in Africa. Auburn, you probably know that.
And he says,
Azerbaijan. Worse.
I have a younger brother that spent a lot of time in Azerbaijan and all those places. Yeah, they're rough.
But I'm gonna tell you,
I don't want no parts of the Middle East.
He makes a great point, because expats, if you're an expat anywhere, you can be an expat anywhere. It takes courage to be an expat anywhere.
Well, I think
you can come to a place for 2 weeks and then get out of sight, but to come someplace
and live, you got to be a little bit crazy, really. A little bit,
man. You got to have some balls, man. To leave it all behind and say, you're on your own. No support. Yeah. Free agent. CT says, plan for your money. Yeah, that's included. But yeah, they got plans for you, man. And this is one mistake we don't make. We come over thinking, this is going to be a one-night stand, or this is an easy ride. No, man, they thought this thing all the way out, guys.
Yep.
Long more than you. They taking this thing a whole lot more serious than you. And we come over here, what did I say?
Well, it's a matter of survival for them.
We come over here unprepared, unsuspecting is the number one thing, and gullible. You can't, man, I'm going to tell you, man, don't believe half the stuff you read about Filipinos.
I agree with that.
They're a lot sharper and they're a lot more cunning.
They are not
than
stupid.
You give them credit for.
They are not stupid.
There's a lot behind that yes, because they never say no. But it's a lot behind that yes, man. Be careful what has behind that yes. Well, you know it, you can get kids, Arthur Hedrick says Yemen is the Middle East. No, Yemen is in Africa, man. You understand.
Northern Africa is below Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. But you have to understand, you have to realize something. Middle East is a term that they came up with during World War II. All it is really is like Northern Africa.
They used to call it the Near East, and then it went to the Middle East.
Yeah, but it's Africa, Yemen is. Look it up.
North Africa, I agree. Just like Egypt and those other countries.
Yeah.
Libya. Yes.
Because remember, we lived in a different America during the World War II.
Yes, we did.
So they didn't want to say Africa, so they said Middle East. Let's be honest. Hey, Travel Mike, thanks for that super chat. He said, don't get me wrong, guys. I love the beautiful peanuts. Just can't get in. Nicaragua has the doors open around the same cost of living. I like the buffet. Let us know, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You're one of our friends, and please contribute to us.
Clayton Murray says, yeah, there's a lot behind that. Yes, Sunshine Shoulders. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot behind that. Yes. And be careful when you get over here.
Yeah.
Because they're never going to tell you no, but you're going to pay a price for that.
Unless you're ready to pack up and leave quickly to a different island.
Grumpy Dude Brian said 90% of U.S. citizens never even get outside the U.S., so the notion of being an expat is not a consideration to most.
I agree.
It's true. It takes a certain level of emotional maturity just to leave your home country. And I have to agree with you. That's why I'm coming up with the video, the conversation that we all must have before we just come over here. It's going to be a cringy conversation. People are not going to understand you. My kids didn't understand me when I said, man, I'm sick of this rat race. I got to get off the hamster wheel. No one's ever going to understand you. You're going to be all kind of pedophiles and sex pets and all that kind of stuff. But you still have to have that conversation, John. Let somebody know where you are. You never know what's going to happen over here. But it's a conversation you're going to have. Don't just show up over here because you grown. And that guy we know, CJ, he don't want anybody to know he's over here. That's a bad idea, guys.
I tell you what, that guy is a good guy. He has a heart of gold, but Yeah.
There's probably a few screws missing. Because
He's
I
a
met
good
him 3
guy.
times. He's a great guy. Don't get me wrong.
He's a good.
But he introduced himself to me at McDonald's like he had never seen me before.
And what'd he say?
I thought I was the only black man in St. Carlos City. I mean, he
He
said
met
it
him
loud.
before.
I mean, he said it loud enough so the whole restaurant, the minute he walked in and saw me, he said, I thought I was the only black man in St. Carlos City. And I was
But
like,
he's a good guy.
oh, he's a great guy.
I love him to death.
But some screws is missing.
I think we all got a couple screws loose.
Yeah, Haitian government. It's true, though. He said, you're funny, man. He said that he has said something behind it. It is. They already have plans.
Yes. Now, I'm 61, so I was in my wife's village, and we were talking with her aunt, and they asked me about pension. I said, well, I don't have a pension. Well, you ever going to get a pension? I said, well, yeah, I can start drawing it when I'm 62. Well, how much will it be when you're 60? I said, hell, I don't know. I got a long time to wait for that. I said, or I can get it 65 or 67. Well, they're starting to make up plans already, how they're going to spend it. I said, no.
Yeah.
No.
Most of the women that I've met, well, except for her, she's from San Carlos City. So she's a city girl.
She's
girl,
not
a real from
city
the
girl.
province. But a lot of the women that you meet in the city, they're from the province.
Yes.
They come there to work.
Yes.
Your girlfriend's from the province,
Yes.
right?
She's from a fishing village, about 300 people.
Yeah. Smoky Mountain Model says, Calvin, my younger sister wants to come over when I do. I had to talk her into waiting until I get settled.
She
Well,
wants to
I'm
come
gonna tell
over
you-
where? To Nicaragua?
No,
or
over here.
Over
Not
here?
Smoky Mountain
Bring her.
Mountain.
Oh, okay. I get it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff. I got it now.
She's going to have a whole other rock star experience.
I
But
tell
she's
you
going
what.
to have one.
I think she would too.
But they have a whole different. The last time I was in Boracay I'm telling you, man, I seen more American women in Boracay in the Philippines, period, than I'd ever seen. I'm talking about, I see that was black. We was at this Mexican restaurant, and the table next to us was 4 sisters. They were all from America, man. I was shocked. I was like, wow,
No,
what in the world's going on?
I've mostly been in the provinces, but I've only met 2 American women in 3 years. And they were both in San Carlos. One was a nun and the other one was a Mormon.
When you go to I met a brother, when you go to places like with these tourist areas, that's where you see them. You go to Boracay, Panglao, Bahal.
See, and I've never been to any of
You're
those
going to
places.
see them. Thanks for the super chat, Arva Hedrick. He says, my wife has been very educational as to teaching me Peni etiquette and to keep me out of trouble and not to offend, going from Manila Rotary Club to the cockfights on the weekends. And I'm going to tell you something. You got a smart wife,
Yeah.
and most of your girlfriends will do that.
Mine
If you
does.
ask them.
Mine does.
But if you come over with that attitude,
I'm smarter than everybody.
oh,
My way's the best
I'm
way.
a tough guy.
Yeah.
You know,
It won't end
I ain't gonna
well.
let nobody
It won't
get
end
over
well.
on me or pull one over on me. I'm like, sometimes, man, you got to swallow your pride
I agree,
and
but
live another day, John.
but I agree. And other times though, you do have to stand up. I bet you'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's a thin line with this standing
there
up.
is.
You
Yeah, I
better
agree.
know
I agree.
exactly 100%. You better be 100% right
I agree.
about standing up,
I
because
agree.
if you stand up to the wrong person, because I'm gonna tell you something. Some of the most powerful, rich, and most powerful people over here, you wouldn't know it. They just look like regular Filipinos, man. So you over here arguing and fighting,
And plus, their
and
demeanor is very
standing up
calm.
to the wrong
I'll say
person.
you got to be careful.
You got to be very careful over here. I mean, you got to really, really be careful over here with that standing up. A lot of times, just let it go, man.
And if it's not that important, let it go. I agree.
And it's what gets important enough over here for you to stand up to somebody. Say, for instance, give us an example, John, so they can know.
Okay, I
Give us that.
got these new neighbors. One of their kids put a scratch on my car. Well, I tell you what, I made him lose face in front of his family. I wasn't putting up with that crap, and things like that.
Yeah. Well, see, that's something different. Hell,
I
you
mean,
got to say something.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I don't go looking for trouble. If you go looking for it, you're going to find it.
You
You'll
got
find
to
it.
say something about that. You can't say, "Oh, your son,
Yeah.
oh, he's just a baby."
Well, that's what they started doing, and that did not go over well with me.
Yeah, but see where you are, John.
Yes.
See, that's the reason why I wouldn't
Yeah.
buy a car or something like that, because you know.
Oh, it gets
Yeah,
tore up. Buy the cheapest car you can get. It's going to get tore up here.
Yeah. Okay, Smoky Mountain Molly said she's married, Calvin. She just loves to travel. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She's still going to get the red carpet treatment. Because some lady asked me, is women safe over here?
Oh,
Absolutely.
They're safe.
I saw let's get back to the women in Baraka. Man, you'd have thought that they were Janet Jackson, man,
Mm-hmm.
over there. I mean, they were partying, man. Let's see this. This is a new guy. Leonard Washington says, I always say before you let a woman move in with you, at least get to know her for at least a year.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, I have to agree. But over here, everything speeds up for some reason.
Well,
We lose that
if
common
you let
sense.
it. If you let
you
it.
did. It's better for you.
I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. This American with his young Panay, they've been living together for 4 years before they got married.
Yeah, but he said move in. He didn't say marry.
Well, but they moved it. Oh, he's saying don't move in until you've been with a year.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not going to happen over
No,
here.
that's not going to happen. She'll go elsewhere.
Yeah.
She'll go elsewhere.
But we lose that common sense that we have in America that made you work for how many years?
40
John?
years.
And you're very disciplined. But when you come over here, a lot of that we throw it out the window because you've never been confronted with what's going to be waiting for you over here.
I agree.
I mean, really, your mind flips over. You be like, oh man, you're not gonna wait a year to give you that Filipino tune-up. You're gonna move in the same night. I moved in with my son's mother. She met me at the airport, and we didn't for 2 years. Like,
Let's see. Somebody said, "Hey, Moonshine."
Yeah, Reggie Mack. I think he said something about where you live. Let's see what I heard it. Hey, Moonshine. He says, I'm looking to move where you live now.
They're full. In San Carlos. They're full. My apartment building's full.
But San Carlos is plenty places.
Oh, yeah. There's a house 2 streets down from Calvin right now that's open. It didn't have a nice porch like his, so I didn't want it, but the rent probably be the same as yours. There's
Mike, but he says, wow, at Arvo Hedrick, he says, it's not too complicated. Bill Goodman and respectful. But it's some silly little things that you can do over here. Remember, if you embarrass somebody, if you raise your voice, or they think that you're raising your voice.
That's worse than hitting somebody.
Yeah. Normally they shave. It's bald there. You have to ask them to let it grow.
I agree.
And that's something that I like. So I asked my girlfriend, hey, could you stop shaving me?
Well, that's one thing. Filipinos don't have that much hair. They don't shave their legs, and they look perfect. I see Joe B on here. He's been a long-time fan of ours. He's a good one.
When do you think the Philippines will open?
We don't know.
It's going to be. But I'm going to tell you, they're throwing some stuff out there, these vaccine bubbles and stuff. And maybe, I thought the presidential election, John, was going to have an effect on it.
It don't seem
but
like
I was wrong. I thought that, the president would make a bold move to keep his party in, popularity, like open this place up, but it hasn't happened. And
we don't know.
He's really like he's really like a lame duck right now. He's got about 8 more months. The elections are in May of 2022, guys. Hey, David Masterson, thanks for that super sticker. But yeah, Reggie Mack, there's plenty of places to stay here.
Oh, yeah. So back there, he's asked me, do I live in San Carlos? Yeah, I'm not very far from Calvin here.
Yeah. TV History Products says most YouTubers don't tell the truth about the Philippines. I've been to the Philippines plenty of times, but what they don't tell you is that Filipinos don't want anything to do with you unless you pay.
There's some truth to that.
Give us some examples, John.
Well,
is that the attitude you've gotten, really? Do you think there's some underlying motives under being so nice and stuff?
Well, I tell you what, your wife would not, or your girlfriend would not be with you unless she could better her life.
Yeah,
my
we're
my
talking
wife
about-
would not be with me.
Okay, but that's just
regular-
relationship.
Oh, you're talking about regular people.
Yeah.
No, there's good people.
Yeah, I think that has the unspoken
Now I
agreement
got you.
has to do with
your
relationship.
mate. Yes, I agree.
But there's people they're so good to me when they don't have to be. They're not gonna get anything from me.
Well,
they don't even know me.
I have squatter neighbors. When I walk outside my gate, I get offers for shots and glasses of beer and everything else. And they're not. I mean, I do help some people out, but not these particular people. Yeah. So,
but Filipinos are generally good people,
and they will share.
You know, and remember I talk about it all the time. I'm saying they're good when they shouldn't be. When you look at the history, especially with America, Spain, China, we fucked over the Philippines, man. We shouldn't even be welcome here, period, for no reason. But we are.
No, like I say, I have Filipino friends. They get nothing from me. Conversation.
Yeah. Now you're gonna get this AC King right here. This is what I'm talking about, the conversation. And I got this idea from my buddy Bobby G. He says he's lost lifelong friends. As soon as he tells him his plans to move over
what's
here,
up with that?
because they get to talking about what are you doing over there. He said, everybody I know wants to discourage me from leaving the country. I asked him, what if I need to do this to preserve my sanity and to have a life I can afford? Would that make any difference to you? No, but it goes back to what the guy says about 90% of the granny dude Brian. 9% don't even contemplate. They don't even think about moving out of the country. So when you bring it up, they're like, are you crazy? What's wrong with you, John?
Well, see,
you want to go over there for? You a pedophile.
I never had no friends, so I never had to worry about that. But
I mean,
now Nifty told me he's lost friends over being here.
Absolutely. Man, I'm going to tell you, my grown adult daughters, they're mad as hell at me for being over here. Now, if I went home tomorrow, they would forgive me. But the fact that I'm over here, they don't understand it. It's like, what are you doing over there? Don't you like it here? I'm like, no. And they say, I said, would you rather be able to see me on the screen, talk to me, or would you rather be looking over me in a casket? And they still don't get it.
That's a good point.
They will discourage you. No one, how many of my friends, I don't have any other friends unless they're in the Navy, that are expats or the Army or something like that ever even left the country, man. They can't comprehend it. So, yeah, they're going to discourage you. He said he went out with a girl, and she wanted to get tight with him. Bobby G did. But he said once he told her, said, hey, I might not be here because I'm thinking about moving to the Philippines. He said that was it. And she shut the dinner down, got up and left, and he didn't talk to her since.
Why don't you answer Grumpy there? That's a question for you.
That's the guy. Yeah. Grumpy dude, Brian.
Yeah.
He says, Calvin, did you say you had savings around 18 or 20 when you arrived in the Philippines? I was running the numbers yesterday, and based on my wasteful spending for any expat with Social Security, that's a minimum. Yeah, now, you got to realize I was at a desperate situation. I didn't care how much I had.
You just wanted out.
I wanted out. I had about $17,000 in cash. That's all I had, but I had that monthly income coming in. At that time, it's about a little bit about $1,700. It's down to about $14 now.
You had some people die.
And
you sold life insurance, probably had some people die.
Yeah. But it was going to kick in. I came here in December. It was going to kick in January. I knew that. But there was no turning back to me. I was going to make it work. I wasn't going back there no time soon. See, there was no plan B for me, man. I was at the end of my rope. My daughters about drove me crazy, man, with all their friends. My house was full of kids. I had custody of my two youngest kids since 2013. They both girls. And all the teenage friends every damn day and doing hair in my house. My carpet was destroyed with the jail. And it was crazy, man,
That's funny.
And then anytime they get mad at me, because, they want to talk about my divorce from their mother. And it was crazy.
And of course, they're not on your side for that, are they?
Yeah, right. But it's, one thing that I would tell you, grumpy dude, Brian, is if the Philippines is a place that if you have a steady income stream, at least 1,000, you can make it. You got a chance.
Yeah,
Just go ahead.
Reggie.
All you gotta do is go ahead, John.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's just like your computer.
Yeah, Reggie Mack said, John, be careful, you're still in the Philippines. And I am. But I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And sometimes I do stupid things.
Yeah, see, I never get stupid over here. I promise. Only time I get stupid is with these women. I've gotten stupid before. I'm not stupid anymore. I've learned from my mistakes. But as far as I know the land not to cross over here.
Now, one thing, if I've been drinking, I don't argue with nobody. I'll wait till I'm very sober before I take care of that.
Brian Bond says it's like being in the wrong neighborhood in America that you need to be careful. And even then, you can be in the wrong neighborhood if you just run across the wrong people.
Or in the right neighborhood and run across the wrong people. You never know.
They just have a respect for foreigners over here that I don't get in my home country. And even the bad guys respect me over here, John.
And I'm going to say that's one thing that kind of bothers me about the Philippines. It's a class system. You have the very elite rich, where it's a very small minority. Then the foreigners right after them. Then it just keeps going down and down and down. And people on the bottom don't get treated that good. And I just don't like that. But it's how it is. If you're a pedicab driver, you really get treated bad. I've seen it.
But I'm going to tell you something. Here's what I like about the Philippines, though. If you're paying attention, they got a sense of community here. It's like they all know each other. Those pedicab drivers you're talking about on the Christmas, on the holidays and stuff, man, it's a lady not far from here.
They give.
I'm talking about she feeds practically all of them. I mean, it's a lot of them here. They'll be the pedicabs are from one end of the street to the next. And, you bet not. Okay, it may seem like they're like that, John, but you fight one Filipino, you got to fight them all. I promise you that. Hey, Mark, Richard, and you don't want to find that out, but that's the truth. You talk, like a lot of times some stuff I'll say if I cross the line, they'll let me know it. They can say it. But you better not say it.
I haven't had that happen.
Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't want to cross that line. So Mark Richard said, love that you got StreamYard. Yeah, Mark, I like it a little bit more. A little bit more control. Hey, Reggie Mack, thanks for that super sticker.
Thank you very much, Reggie.
But yeah, some things that you don't want to do over here, and that's what my channel's for. So I'm not going to talk about
politics. Philippine politics, that's number one. Stay away.
Even though, because they don't even talk about it.
No, they don't.
You surely ain't got no reason to talk about it.
That's right. Don't talk about it. It's none of our business.
It's none of your business over here.
Wow, Jerry Springer retired in the Philippines, sunshine shoulders. That's funny.
Yes, it's funny. Well, let me see. Where is it? Who is that? Who said that? Oh, here it is. James Trout. He said, wow, Jerry Springer retired in the Philippines with sunshine. So he's talking about you, John.
Well, okay.
Do you look like Jerry Springer? They said you look like Bill Gates.
I hear that.
Who else you look like, John?
I don't
Homer
know.
Simpson, I heard. Fred Flintstone.
Well,
I've heard a couple of guys.
I agree with Fred.
A couple of people said you look like John. Okay, RLV says I'm filling out a certificate of candidacy. Oh, wow, for 2022 election here, first week of October. The filing, he's not. That means for people who are going to run.
Oh, okay. Now, I was in Lapu-Lapu during their elections there. They ride around with trucks with speakers playing out political messages. I thought that was interesting.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let y'all in on something. May is one of the most dangerous months to be in the Philippines because of the elections.
Really?
Yeah, it's very dangerous here. That's when you see a lot of them tandems, man. I mean, a lot. TV history products. He said, Cal, I'm new to your show and you keep it real. Filipino men are nice, but they don't understand American humor. It's hard for me to have conversation because if they don't understand, they get offended. That is absolutely true. They don't understand our jokes.
Our slang.
They don't understand.
But they have very good senses of humor if you know what they're talking about.
Their sense of humor, not ours. The sarcasm here,
they don't
get it.
But it's because we use the slang language and they don't understand our slang.
And G. Gordon says, remember rule number one, guys. If anybody doesn't know what rule number one, maybe you're a new TV history product. My rule number one, when you're in the Philippines, shut the fuck up and mind your own business. Right?
Oh,
if you do that here, you're not going to have any problems.
I see where Joe B said, do you miss the convenience of Walmart? Absolutely, I do.
Yeah,
I really do.
It's some inconveniences over here, but not enough.
I agree.
That make it unbearable here, John.
There's more pluses than minuses, or I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
guy said, is it dangerous over? If it was, I wouldn't be here. I don't like danger, John.
I'm safer here. I feel safer here than I did in the U.S.
I don't know why people think it's so dangerous.
Because of the media, and the U.S. government has a travel advisory against Mindanao.
Yeah. It's like in the service. Anybody ever been in the service and you get ready to go to a new place? They tell you all the places not to go to. Those are the fun places.
Well, if Louisville's getting as bad as what I'm hearing here, it may be worse than what Mindanao is.
Well, a guy, now, I was shocked. A guy sent me something from my hometown. There's so many unsolved murders there, John. Even before I left, when I left in December, it's a fact. You can look it up. Louisville was solving about 45% of their murders. It had got down to like 35%. They said, if you want to get away with murder, then go to Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know if they're not investigating them. I mean, because, hell, witnesses aren't coming forward. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot of unsolved murders, man. Walter Harris said, Calvin, I understand what you're saying about people looking at you crazy for moving here. Crazy when they found out, okay, looking at you crazy, okay. Especially when they found out I married a Filipina. You know who I'm talking about because they are jealous. Yeah, it's crazy.
There is some jealousy on that. He's right.
It's a lot of jealousy.
With the men.
Because they don't have the balls to do what you're doing.
And they see your pictures with your beautiful panay. I mean,
well, of course, with me as a black man, you can't handle a black woman, they'll say. Hey, what's going on, man? They'll say, what are you doing? You need to be with a black woman. You're, I catch it from us more than anybody.
I will say
I'm weak for some reason because I'm over here.
I will say one thing. My daughter and I have a very good relationship. She's 33, and she's all gung-ho on me being here. And she asked me about Janessa, and I said, yeah, she's at that time 26. My daughter was 31. I said, but you meet her, you're going to have to call her mom. She goes, I will once. Only once.
The Green Jean said, you guys work good together.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, because we're not yes men. And I said that before. I'm not his yes man. He's certainly not mine. We go at it all the time.
But we respect each other enough to respect each other's opinion, even if we don't agree. We don't
go over the limit because we're in paradise, man. We don't argue over here.
Our lives are great.
If I see it going off because I was shocked when I found out John was a Trump supporter, but I didn't care. Who gives a damn? We're in the Philippines. Trump ain't
that has nothing to do with us.
It has nothing to do with that.
That's right.
I don't care who you support. That's your right to support whoever you want to. He said, what's up, Carol and John? She said, Uncle Mo, 1010. He said, what's up, Carol and John? Great job, guys. Really enjoyed it.
Well, thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
See, that kind of stuff, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense over here. I don't give a damn who your favorite basketball player is. We don't have any kind of arguments. I haven't had an argument unless it's with one of y'all in almost 3 years. Y'all get me, they'll get me good, John. They'll do something stupid. And they'll say something. They'll try to, drag me into an argument like that guy today.
I know.
All capital letters. He's screaming at me, I guess. Is that what that means, John? All capital letters.
Most of the guys that were putting planting landmines in your comments, you've gotten rid of. So that's gotten a lot better.
And Smoky Mountain Marla says she's also a vegan, and I told her that might be a problem. No, it's not.
Not here.
They've got a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables here, Smoky Mountain. If you're going to be a vegan, this is probably the best place to come. One of the best.
Because they don't eat that much meat here to start with. Hope you like rice.
Yeah. Chriselle Sebastian said, well, one good thing about the Philippines is not the rat race. Yeah, but they've got the rice race here, John. That's what I like to call it.
I like that. How you doing, Christian? Good to see you.
Oh, okay, Brian Nichols. He said, congrats, Cardinals, even though I was pulling for UCF. You mean Louisville beat UCF? They pretty good.
I don't follow sports.
Haitian government said no donations to Trump supporters. No, well, you know, I don't care, man.
I
You
don't
know,
support anybody. I hate them all. I'll be honest with you.
you took the words out of my mouth.
I hate them all. They've all screwed us
All of them
over,
screwed
both
us over,
sides.
man.
Yeah.
Michael McFarland said SRRV is better than 13A. With the 13A ends if your wife passed away. So does your
Really?
visa.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
I
so
didn't know that.
complicated. You really need a lawyer with these visas, guys, to be honest with you, because, you know, what's that money? Are they going to hold on to that money? But I saw there was 3 reasons where you can get your money back. If you cancel your visa, whatever.
But
if
would
a long-term lease on a house and lot.
But would that be the same as my 78,000 pesos I'm supposed to get? You never see
Yeah,
it,
that's what I'm saying. You know,
I wouldn't put 40,000 US dollars in a bank here for a visa. I wouldn't. do
no,
that.
I wouldn't.
Now the
do
military visa sounds good to me. So what,
it.
3,000?
Unless I had 40 million.
Well, yeah, then it don't matter.
You know, then it wouldn't matter. But a regular John and Joe like me
That's
and
a lot
you,
of
John,
money, man.
it's a lot of money. I just don't. No, I wouldn't do it. Now that military visa sounds
That sounds pretty good. $3,000.
China's Zodaboken says there are only one basketball player on the court. There should be more than one favorite. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I like this one. Keep John away from the Capitol building. I'm not in. I hate them all. They have all screwed us over.
Yeah, and that's one good thing I like about the Philippines. You don't go somewhere in a bar and they're arguing about the presidential candidates. But a lot of them get paid to vote anyway over here.
That's what I hear.
We all get, made promises to and stuff like that.
Scott there had one for me. Moonshine, you don't follow sports.
Okay, yeah.
What is he? What's your favorite sport if you had to watch or play something? Well, probably bedroom sports, maybe water sports in the bedroom. I don't know.
Talking about a real sport,
Yeah.
John. If you
Well,
have tennis, golf. What?
I could
Have
watch
you
them.
ever followed sports, John?
When I was younger, I did a little
What?
little football. I used
Okay,
to
that's what
follow
you're
the
talking about.
Steelers.
Yeah, that's
But
what
I mean,
you're
I
talking
worked 3 jobs for 40 years. I never had time for it.
So that's right. You're in West Virginia.
40 miles southwest Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. See, so you follow the Steelers.
Yeah.
So that's his answer.
Yeah.
Football, Sky. Let's see what Dennis Schneider. Sorry, guys. I've been chatting someone for 4 weeks, and she says she loves me so very much.
I love
and
you
I do
so
like
much.
her now. Can you fall in love with 4 weeks chatting? Or am I going crazy? You're going crazy. Okay. Don't do it. You get done. It's.
Be careful. Be careful.
How can you fall in love online?
When you never even met them? It's easy to do because they know the right things to say.
And they're cute. They're cute as a button.
I tell you one thing. What I used to do online, I would ask them for nude pictures. If they send them to you, well, first of all, you get something nice to look at and you show your friends. And second of all, you don't want them. I mean, that's one of the way I weeded them out.
Yeah, but see, I'm glad. But see, he at least he was honest.
Yeah.
And he's admitting this, see, because this is the red flag I tell you about, guys. Don't fall in love online because you're headed down the wrong. I can't tell you what to do because you're probably over 40. You're going to do what you want to do, but you're heading down the wrong tracks, brother. I promise you that. You fall in love with her, that's when the money's going to start flowing, okay? And there's no guarantee when you're ever going to get in this place. She's probably telling somebody else that she loves them too. That's a fact. Be careful, man.
A Filipino saying she loves you is a real big deal to her. I met my wife. We dated. We moved in. She didn't tell me she loved me for like 6 months of living together.
Well, it's going to take a while for them. They're going to tell you whatever you want to tell you. That's pandemic love. That's a dangerous love. It's an expensive love. Be careful, man. You know, there's a situation here in St. Carlos. The guy already gave the young girl over $3 million.
$3 million?
And now, you know, they've split up. She's come forward with a Filipino boyfriend.
Oh, God.
He's mad now. So what he's done, he's posted something on Facebook about her and everything like that. Guys, don't do it. I'm begging you, don't do it.
I agree.
You can't get in this place. Get offline anywhere unless you're going to use it. Like the guy said, he said it's an online strip club for me. And I throw a few dollars just to see some naked bodies and different things. But you're talking about a serious relationship online, guys. Yeah, you're crazy. Don't do it, man. Wait until it opens. Then about a week before you getting ready to come here, you've already got your ticket. Then get online. You know you coming. See, but don't tell her when.
I agree.
I
agree.
Man, you know, that love, man, is just, I'm going to tell you something. Because there's an unspoken agreement, Dennis. She can't hold up her end of the bargain online. But you can. So it's unfair. She's got an unfair advantage. See? Don't do it. Okay. Oh, Scott says, after you say you love her too, she would start asking for money. Yeah.
Telling you how bad she got it. Her grandmother has cancer. It goes on and on.
Yeah.
I've heard it all.
One guy, I forgot, I'm thinking it's Mark White. He said a woman asked him for money to pay for her father's funeral. But he turned her down, so she blocked him. He said about 4 weeks later, he's in the break room at his job. And the co-worker was chatting with the same girl, asking him for money for the father's funeral. Yeah, they do it, guys. Don't do it.
Believe it.
D. Gordon says, no. You know, it's like you're in slow motion.
Right.
I'm trying to run after you, Dennis. Don't do it, man.
I mean,
I promise you.
It's okay to go ahead and talk to them and stuff. I wouldn't send them no money. You come over to me, it might be okay. You don't know, but I wouldn't fall head over heels for them.
But just what's going to happen if you start chatting with her now?
Right. I'm a little harder. I can.
The longer you chat with them, the more likely it is you're gonna have feelings. Then you start seeing the background. You see the hole in the wall. The little boy coming over. He's 4 or 5 years old, and he's still wearing a damn diaper. And I need milk and stuff for my kid.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a setup, guys. But he's not gonna. Don't get mad at us, Dennis. We're trying to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it boils down to your decision. You can do what you want, but we just give you advice.
Yeah, Cherry Hunter in the PI says military SRV is only $1,500 if you're retired military. Do you have to be retired military?
I don't think you have to be. I think if you serve, but I'm not an expert on this. But it's the $1,500 plus you got to pay another $1,500 for some fees, though. That's what Steve Johnson has said on his channel, and that's what he's here
retired?
On. Steve, I believe, is retired military. Like I say, he knows. So he knows all about Tennessee Traveler. One of our viewers, he knows about it too. Like I say, I think it's 3,000 total.
But see, that's what stops a lot of people then from getting there.
Yeah.
Then the FBI clearance, because you
got to get your apostle or whatever they call it. See, I don't know anything about it. I was not military.
Oh, wow. I'm going to watch the highlights, Mark Ratner. Thank you. He says it's a big win for Louisville. I'm shocked because UCF a couple of years ago, hell, they went undefeated 2 years in a row. He said that's a big win for Louisville. One of the best Indians I've seen in a while. Watch the highlights. I am, man. Thank you. Let's see what this is. True King Gaming says, have you heard of any trick with a Filipino wanting you to get her pregnant before marriage? Absolutely. Why you think they don't require that you wear condoms over here?
They love babies.
But she doesn't have to trick you.
Yeah, you trick yourself.
The hot dog in the bun, and you ain't gonna want to take it out. Yeah. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying, guys. They don't have to trick us. Filipinos are not bad people.
Oh, no.
We're our worst enemy, John. That's been my experience. People don't bother you.
We scam ourselves.
We scam ourselves.
You've said it many times. Filipinos aren't smart enough to scam you. You scam yourself. And I agree 100% on that.
You can see her playing, being, every step of the way. You can stop it along the way, anywhere along the way.
Just say no.
But when you get over here and you see that little yummy 6 or 7, 22 years old, perfect skin, hair smelling like cream silk, short shorts, tight jeans. And she's going to do everything you want to do when you get to the hotel. You lose it. And no, it's no tricks, True Gaming. She's just going to say, here, come and get it. And you're going to be the one, oh, man, I should have. Don't blame the Filipina, guys, okay?
Hey, I agree.
Don't blame her. Gil Bellamy says, you play golf.
I don't.
only with my woman, a hole in
A
one.
whole one. No birdies.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, be careful with these.
Okay, there. It's only $1,500 deposit.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, you're probably right. I know nothing about
With
it.
military exemption, $1,400 processing fee.
So that's $2,900. Okay.
But Michael, do you have to be retired military or just have a an
Service
honorable
record,
discharge?
And also, do you have to have a certain amount of pension? Because most of these RRVs, you have to have a pension of so much. And see, I have no pension, so that wipes me out of them anyway.
And then if you're a young guy without a pension, that's when they want that 50,000 or something like that. Harold. He said, I heard that 110 times I love you after 3 days chatting. Yeah, right. Yeah. See, a lot of guys, they're new to it. That's why, remember, my channel's for the new man and woman who's never been here. So we can't take this stuff for granted, Harold. Let's just help him. But yeah, you're right. Thanks for sharing this. But yeah, so be careful, Dennis, man. Now, he's probably mad at us right now. He probably ain't even on here anymore.
Yeah, that's his choice. We just
we're
trying
to help him. And the problem is guys get mad because they think they found the one, not realizing there's 1,001 over here that you can fit neatly into, John.
I agree.
Ingram Davis says, I'm schooling a few guys I meet here, and before they catch feelings, they call me and I kick them in the head if they talking crazy. Yeah.
I'll tell you
They're going to get mad at you, Ingram, for trying to save them.
But I've known Ingram for quite a while now. He's a wise man. Listen to Ingram.
He's got experience over here, John. Anybody that's got real experience over here,
listen to him.
I don't care how crazy they may seem. If they tell you, look at Mike, Travel Mike. They said he's crazy. But he's come up with some of the best information on here. That unspoken agreement is brilliant. It's true.
Dennis
said, I'm not mad at my friends. Yeah.
Oh, no. Scott says, Dennis, is she a virgin?
Yeah, because they tell you all that. Yeah. Probably got 3 kids in the back. That be quiet. When I go online, be quiet. Yeah, it's a fact. You know it, John.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of times, man, you're going to want a woman. Some guy got in and says, I like experienced women. When it comes to Filipinos, a lot of times, man, you want an experienced woman. They're so tiny. They're so little, man. It's like
I've had problems. I agree.
I had one virgin here. I never want another virgin in my life. I don't care where it is. You couldn't pour a virgin on me, John. I don't want. It's over.
I agree. I'm just a gigolo.
He says, I'm not mad at my friends. Yeah, we're just trying to help you, man. Yeah. Just be careful. You're straddling, man, a dangerous fence.
I mean, there is a chance that
it could be real.
It could be real. I've known quite a few expats here, but I know many more that got burned.
But more than likely, the first woman you meet is not going to be the right one.
It took me 7.
I stopped counting, really, but really it's like 4. I had 4, and one girl said she was 22, but really was 18 because she knew if she'd have told me she was 18, I probably wasn't going to be. That's why, guys, when you see the age 22 on these dating sites, that's a red flag, guys. More than likely, they're somewhere at 16, 17. They all tell each other, make sure you put 22.
Well, and even when they're 30, they can look like they're 16. That kind of makes that hard too.
Now, he's got something here, and he's telling the truth here. Now, I wouldn't say this out loud, but he's telling the truth here. Lying is a part of the culture.
Well, they say white lies, small lies, but I say a lie is a lie. Yeah. That's one of the things I have gotten with my women and get straightened out right in the beginning.
Why do you think they call that a white lie, John?
Because they will do that not to hurt your feelings. They want to spare your feelings is what I was.
So they're like angel food cake is white and devil food cake is black. Like that. And all the good guys wear white, all the bad guys wear black. It's one of them things, John.
They don't want to hurt your feelings, so they will not tell you the truth.
Okay, Sam Champion. Good night, brother. I appreciate you.
Always a pleasure.
My internet is buffering too much for me to tolerate it. I'm going to bed.
Well, you must have the same server I got.
Yeah. Yeah, he says she's got a job. And Scott's been down this road before, John. He's experienced. He said, why? He said, Dennis, why should she be in need of money if she has a job?
Yeah. We all been down that road.
AC King said, if you can't fit in the car, you won't enjoy the ride. Exactly.
Yeah.
But my thing was, man, I'm not trying to be cringy or nasty or anything, but it was just too bloody for me. I mean, what we did was we rented this. And I mean, I got out of town like it was like I was bin Laden. Because, you know, I mean, she just messed up their sheets. And I was so embarrassed. You couldn't do, I was like, we didn't even stay all night. I was like, we got to go now. We just
where you're wiping your fingerprints off everything.
This is in Moncton, man. I'm probably not welcome in Moncton anymore, to be honest with you. Joe B says, I'm 56. My fiance is 40. Age gap is not a problem. That's almost like me and my girl. I'm 58. She's 39. That's not so bad.
But even if you, Joe B, even if you were down to 30, it'd be fine.
Yeah, because that's so much more mature.
I agree.
Shoot, see,
I agree.
Because they start out early. I told you,
they have a hard life to start with.
It's not just her, but every woman I've dealt with over here. Somewhere around 11 or 12, they start working. Like the little maid across the street, she's 12. She just turned 12. I bought her a birthday cake. Man, she works 24 hours a day.
I see her over there.
You know, she's already seriously working, man. I'm talking about getting up at 6. She gets up before me. When I come out here to do my exercises, she's already out there in the yard doing stuff, man. It's crazy. My girlfriend was 11 when her mother left to Manila.
And she took care of the family.
She took care of the family. She didn't have no choice.
For her.
My son's mother, same way. Her mother wanted her to stop. She graduated from the 5th grade. Her mother said, no, we can't afford to send you to school. So she had to go to work at 11 years old.
Okay, Scott's saying 12 and a maid. What? WTF? It happens here a lot. A whole lot. Yeah. A lot.
She just turned 12, Scott, so she was 11.
She was over there weeding the bushes last week. He's got a good one there, I think.
Grumpy Dude Bryant says, I wish I had married the second Filipino who came to visit me for 4 days in Makati instead of marrying my ex from Mindanao. Filipinos are as individuals as you are.
That's very valid. Yes.
I already said that.
He's right.
You know,
he's just backing that up. Yeah.
That video I did about, you know, the Philippines, we think they're all the same.
They're not.
They're not.
Just like Americans aren't all the same.
You know, they're not the same, guys. That's a fact. Because some guys told me, well, I met my Philippine, she's not a freak in the bed. Well, I'd throw her back.
Back to the guy talking about the 12-year-old maid, Scott. My girlfriend I had in Butuan City, she quit school at 3rd grade because her mother ran off. She never knew her father. She went to the local market selling fish bags. 1 peso, please. 1 peso, please. So, yeah, they have it rough over here.
True King Gaming says, I didn't explain. She's 40 and I'm 42.
Oh, okay.
We started talking in 2018 and because of the pandemic, I've not been able to visit. She wants to get pregnant right away because of age. Yeah, see, that's a line you got to cross.
Well, but she's 40, and in all fairness, they think if they're 25 and don't have kids, there's something wrong with them. I mean, that's how the women feel here.
You know, be slow with having kids with these women, man. I'm telling you from experience. They get funny, man. You know, it's different culture over here. And that's a fact. Dennis Snyder says, I'm 58 and on a simple life. Yeah. And you're going to find that over here.
In San Carlos especially.
That's one of the attractions of the Philippines.
Yeah.
You can have a simple life over here and you're going to get it.
Okay, I got one from Scott here. His girlfriend is in Butuan. Is it a decent place to live in? Yes, I was there about 6 months. The rents were reasonable. Everybody treated me good. Now, you live in Mindanao, though. If you travel anywhere, there's a lot of police checkpoints and there's a lot of police presence, but they're there because they do have rebels. You know,
the MPA.
Or the Islamic terrorists also. But I felt very safe there. Every intersection in Butuan City had a little shed with a roof on. They had 2 policemen there. I mean, I liked it there.
But you're close to Cebu too.
No, Butuan, that's Mindanao.
Yeah, but you're close to.
Oh yeah.
You're close to Cebu, John. It's just a 35-minute flight. You're right. Butuan is northern Mindanao. It's right there.
Northwestern.
And Cebu is just
Eastern.
right there, the island of Cebu.
I liked it.
You're closer in a boat, but I'm saying if you're going from Cebu City with Moncton to Butuan, it's a 35-minute flight. I used to do it all the time because she lived.
So you've been to Butuan?
Yeah, I've been to Butuan.
I liked it. What did you think?
I liked it. It's sort of reminds me. It's more urban than St. Carlos City.
I agree with that. It's not
It's just as big, you know.
It's not quite as clean as St.
No,
Carlos
it's not.
City,
No, it's nowhere
but,
near as
I
clean.
enjoyed it there.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems.
I didn't have any problems.
Yeah. Steele said lots of fake IDs here. That's one thing you want to do, guys. If you're going to send her money, it's things that you can send money for. Get that national ID. Okay.
Well, that's free.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay,
my Janessa got hers. It's free.
Yeah, it's free.
They have to have a birth certificate.
Make
though.
sure they get that. Well, you might have to spend money for that.
You might for that.
Okay. Get the Feel Health, because the guy was talking, True King Gamer was talking about wanting a baby. Man, listen, that was the problem with me and my second son. She didn't have Feel Health. You know, it would have cost me a fraction of what I ended up having to pay. She had Feel Health. I ended up paying for her and the baby less than about $300.
Now, back to this national ID. If anybody says they need money to get their birth certificate, you cannot get into the public schools here unless you have a birth certificate. So if somebody says, I need to get my birth certificate, well, have you been to school? If the answer is yes, they got a birth certificate.
Yeah. Now, what are you talking about? The barbers? He said, John, now you're being a bit disgusting. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Sorry, buddy.
Harold just said, Scott, I know a girl from Butuan City, cinnamon skin. A lot of them are. Most Filipinos are cinnamon skin.
Yeah.
Really. Not like John's wife.
If anybody wants their Filipino to be dark, tell them quit using the whitening cream and get in the sun.
But a lot of people can't afford the whitening cream.
Yeah, but somehow they seem to manage to get it. Kyle Devon's out of here. Take care, guys. Thank you, Kyle.
I see a lot of the younger women who are like who have jobs, who are trying to move up on their job. They use that whitening stuff.
Well, that may be one.
But the regular ones, I don't see them using it. Like we were playing tennis yesterday, and there was a young, I guess she might have been first year college. She was my teammate, and she just looked like a regular Filipino, you know. But when you see women my girlfriend used to work in Watson's, okay, before. She used to use it when it was in Watson's, when she worked in Watson's.
Janessa uses it. How white is she? And she stays out. And she stays out of the sun. Imagine if she didn't use it and didn't use an umbrella all the time.
Well, she's wasting money, John.
I agree. I tell her.
I'm just now. I don't know if you've ever told me that. That's a shock because
she uses
it doesn't work.
Well, how much darker would she be if she didn't use it? I think it does work. I don't know. Oh, so here's John. You're wrong. You can enroll in many province schools without your birth certificate. That has not been my experiences. I helped a girlfriend get her 7-year-old daughter a birth certificate because she could not go to school. My wife couldn't go to school in her province, and that's in the province. Maybe there are some, but I was told that they did away with that years ago. That's what I was told. I may be wrong.
Now, see, okay, Joe B says, Cal, John, with all the temptation from the flirties from the beautiful young ladies over there, do you find it hard to stay faithful to your other half? And initially, I did. When I first came over here, I was a runner. You know, I was going back and forth because I'd never seen it before. But after a while, you're like, they just the same woman with a different face, basically. You know, you're not going to, it gets old is what happens. When you first come over here, you're going to have a problem. And that's why I say, take your time and find the one that you really, really want.
I agree.
You know, but for me, I've been over here on and off for 12 years. I've my run, even though my run is out of me, like I said, this morning we see this girl I couldn't take my eyes off of her. And a couple of days ago, let's see, Friday, would have been Wednesday, we're playing tennis and these two sisters came through, man. You're going to see it, but it won't make me, because I've been over for 12 years, I don't pursue it. I've got better control than I used to have.
Well, and that's the reason I had 7 in my first 7 months here because it is so easy. But I got to the point where kind of like Cal was, I was just tired of this, and I just wanted to settle down.
Yeah. And after a while, because I did a video on it, man, you're going to spend a fortune running around because that means you're starting over at every stop. Because every stop, you know, nothing from nothing to nothing. They don't have nothing. You got to buy everything. You're paying for everything. Everywhere you go, it's like, man, if I was still doing that, I wouldn't be building this house over here. I promise you that. I spent a fortune, man, running around with these women, taking them different places and
having to leave and lose your security deposit.
You're buying them shoes and the bras and, you know, paying their mothers and all of that. I'm just being honest. But when you first come over here, especially when it's your first time coming over here, you know, you ain't going to be able to help yourself. It's like being in a buffet, right?
Yeah. I like buffets.
Yeah.
Till you get full.
Robert Sanford says, I was a runner. We got about 10 minutes, John.
All right.
He says, I was a runner in Thailand in 2009. It was a drug for me. And it's going to be a drug for everybody. The Philippines was a drug for me when I got over here. Because you're going to see some stunners and see, like today.
Even Mexico was a drug for me.
All you have to do is just walk up to them and say, hey, my own Boontag or whatever it is. And then they're going to let you know. John taught me this. By the way they respond.
You can tell.
You'll tell. Even if they don't say it that way, you'll see the smile on their face. But should I pursue this? Or whatever.
I had 2 hellos here in San Carlos yesterday. I think yesterday or the day before.
But this girl was a stunner this morning, but she was a plain stunner. She wasn't.
Those are the best kind of.
I mean, oh my God, she was good looking. Man.
No makeup.
Yeah, she was beautiful. Joe B, thanks for that super chat. He said, love the show. What is your live schedule? What I usually do, this is Philippine time. I have a live on Tuesday morning, Thursday morning, and Sunday morning. And then me and John do ours on Friday morning. So if you're in America on the East Coast, you have to back it up. That would be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
PMs. Yeah.
PM time.
I got one here. Scott, Moonshine needs to get girls in Mexico. I didn't have any trouble. And you see how ugly I am.
Now, every woman I had in, you see, there's a BBW. Hello. She's the owner of the Christian's Catering.
Oh, okay.
Now, we bought some, I'm giving you some publicity over here. We bought some empanadas, man. Oh, they
I don't even know what empanadas are.
Yeah, you've been to Mexico. Y'all know they look like little apple turnovers, but they're full with meat and different things.
Sounds
like
good.
That. Oh, it's delicious. Green Jean says, if I donate this job, get a
1/2.
Yeah, he gets 50%.
Yeah, 1/2.
And that's what we always do. But yeah, it's gonna be a drug when you first get over here. And Robert Sanford, that's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a drug when you first come over here, and you're not gonna help yourself. That's why I say if you come over and you settle for a 3, because there's some 3s over here. They look like a 5 online, but when you get here and there's no powder and makeup and filter, it's a 3. You're gonna kick yourself, man. You're gonna kick yourself. Don't do it, guys. And when I was in Mexico, all the women I dealt with, I had to pay for them because I couldn't understand the English. I wasn't there long.
Yeah, I was there a long time. I worked there off and on for a couple years, and then like I said, I moved there for 3 months.
No, Harold Till, she was a little bit. I said that. That's exactly what I said, didn't I, John?
Yeah.
He said she was a young 6 or 7. No, she was. She might have been an 8, 9, 8 or 9.
I'd agree with that.
Because I ain't gonna give her 10. That's too perfect. But she was at least an 8. Scott Tripler said empanadas and
I've never had them.
They're delicious. I like the ones, Scott, that either have pineapples or raisins in them. Give that little sweet taste.
Cecil, don't go to the bars. Meet your women just anywhere on the street.
Now,
anywhere.
He said, do you guys see these beautiful women in your day?
Yeah,
absolutely.
We saw them today.
No. There is no bar scene here.
Yeah,
in San Carlos. We seen 3 in McDonald's today.
The bar scene would be my last place.
Yeah, but I would go. Yeah, then you want to get. That's where all the games is.
Yeah.
Justin Lee says, I'm getting hit on by my girl's sister and cousin. Am I getting set up if I get tempted? Yeah, that's a setup because they're going to, the minute you,
Don't do it.
the minute that you respond,
Don't do it.
they're going to tell.
Don't do
I
it.
promise you. Filipinos are snitches over here, men and women. You know, just like my wife was getting ready to tell on that lady about the piggery, and I had to tell her. See, they do kind of stuff like that. Remember I tell you, they got Karens over here. They call them concerned citizens.
Yeah.
They see you doing something wrong, they're going to tell. So if you just say, oh, don't even say that, oh, your sister looks, she's nice looking.
You can get in trouble for that.
Yeah, Brian Nichols said I can get a 3 here. Yeah, but see, they're going to fool you online, you know. And when you get over here, you know.
But he's saying, I can get a 3 in the U.S. Why settle for a 3 there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're not going to know. You're going to think she's like a 5 or 6
Oh,
online.
yeah, until you get here, yeah.
Until you get here and you come 8,000. You don't come 8,000 miles for that, you know. The one thing I can say about a 3 over here, she's going to treat you a lot better.
I agree with that.
I'm going to tell you for a fact. They're not the same as Western women. You're going to get a different treatment over here for a longer period of time. You know, you go through the honeymoon period with your girlfriend in America where everything's sweet for about a couple of months. Here, it's steady, probably until you decide it's over. What's AC King saying? It's harder to hide the flaws in broad daylight. Be a day shopper for women. And when you get over here, you'll be able to see it.
Most Filipinos do not wear makeup.
They don't wear makeup.
They don't need it.
They'll put on some powder for the
Or a
heat.
little lipstick or something like that.
Her hotel says I'm a 5, but with my money, I'm a 7+. Now, you're probably a 10.
Yeah, probably a 10.
They're going to tell you you're a 10 anyway. Go watch my
Maybe
video,
11.
Filipino Makeover. You're going to get it. We all get it. Okay, Terry says, I like baking cookies and cakes. How much an oven's going to run? Over here, a real oven is probably going to cost you about $300.
Probably. I don't know what they cost.
I saw
a lot of people set them out on their back porch or underneath their front porch because it's so hot here.
Or they'll steam them on top of their rice cooker. See?
I will get an oven eventually, but I have to wait for some other things first.
Free agent CT says facts. They treat you good in the PI
Yes, they do.
until you try to get rid of them. Beware. Thanks for the nods, Cal. Yes, true. Once you get rid of them, good luck. You got to move.
I've left the islands.
You got to move. They're going to harass you. You're not going to be able
And if not her, her family and everything else.
You're not going to be able to live. We got about 3 minutes, guys. We want to thank y'all so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. It's been great.
And we're here on Saturday only because we had some problems yesterday.
On my end. But I appreciate
normally we're here on every Friday.
Which will be Thursday, 9:30 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time.
But thank y'all so much for your super chats, your super stickers. How many thumbs up we got? Because we don't get to see it on here, John.
Oh, okay. But I tell you, I can read this a lot better.
Yeah, it's a lot better, because you get this.
Yeah, I can see it a lot better.
See how you can color it up. Yeah, thank you, Arvel Hedrick. And he's getting ready to have a baby. His wife's getting ready to have a baby, guys.
Oh, good luck there.
Let's send him a good shout out, some good feelings and everything, because I'm going to tell you what, you're going to lose a lot of sleep because they stay up. They love babies, boy. They're going to you're going to be second now, because that's why I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday. Booby's 1, I'm 2 over here now. You know, they're going to sleep with you, and then whenever Booby sees me get ready to make a move, she'll roll over and grab the titty. They call it titty over here, and it's over with. Believe it or not. That happened to me last night. I was getting frisky, and I'd be damned if Booby didn't
ruin it all.
Ruin it all.
She don't want no brothers or sisters.
I don't want no brothers. Okay, Michael, thank you.
Boots on the ground.
You got the 200.
Excellent. Thank you, Michael.
Not bad, John.
Boots on the ground.
Thank you, Joe B.
It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Real nitty-gritty. I never had this experience. Only online.
Boots on the ground.
TV History Project said, "Do you guys ever get tired of all the 'can I have a little extras' that Filipinos ask?" I don't get that. I've never had that because if you treat them, you're gonna treat them the way you treat them. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be far beyond anything they're used to.
So you're talking
Right.
about can I have a little extra? You're talking about money. What I suggest is do what I did. You make your budget. I will give you this much every week. Don't ask for no more. You don't get no more. And
how
stick
much,
to it.
How much do you give your
I
girlfriend?
give $60 a
That's
week.
a lot.
Well, but I'm saying there's no more. I don't care if your brother needs his,
That
a
comes
worm
out to
taken
that-
off his liver or what.
That comes out to 12,000 pesos a month.
That
That's the average.
that's what I can afford. But
That's
don't
a
ask
good
for no
salary
more.
over
I
there.
agree.
That's an awful
About
salary.
double what some people make. So,
Triple.
yeah. Or triple.
But
yeah.
it's probably 5 times what she was making before
She
you
was
met
making
her.
$80 a
A
month,
month. Yeah.
and now 240.
Yeah. That's a lot. So you're not going to get that. My girlfriend was earning a little bit more during tax season.
She's
but
got a 4-year degree.
for the most part, it was about 7,000 a month. Hell, she's driving a brand new
$140.
motorcycle. You're ready, moving to a brand new house. Just living a life she could never even dream about, really. So no, she never asked me for anything. But they don't have to. It's an unspoken agreement. I don't get that.
Like I say, I don't have no problem with it. But like I say, I put down the ground rules in the beginning.
Yeah. But take care of everybody. If you're in America,
Bye-bye,
help
everybody.
somebody. If you're in the Philippines, what time is it, John? 11:59. We got the whole rest of the day, guys. Because if I don't know anything else, I know there's one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. In the broadcast.